Okay, I'm live on Mom Day Debate Discord. We're looking for people to debate right now. My current targets are Peekaboo Champs, which is atheists that see gods and say they don't exist. Uh, Presups, people who make a whole bunch of assumptions that are unjustified, and they pretty much break logic itself. SovCits, people who think they can just declare whatever privileges they want, and other people enforce them on their behalf. And record companies, people who think they can just fence off ideas and get paid for it. It's all of those are ridiculous. So I actually have a StreamYard link already pinned. So if someone from the panelists was wondering, they could just walk in. But for now, I'm gonna look for the Bears on Discord. So I think, yep. So yeah, Discord seems to be working fine with the audio pass through. Let me double check YouTube to see if that's okay. Yep, YouTube's working just fine. Uh, Let me start your new Jack. I think I just popped this out. Um, Jack's still streaming, but he deletes all his he privates all his streams, so I'm not going to bother going on the stream. Not try to figure out the plumbing to literally recapture the stuff, but we're just doing double the work. So I'm just gonna do something different. Let's see what's in science we see at the moment.
You know the other languages with third genders, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we agree that gender as a term isn't just referring to biology; it can refer to a cultural thing, and that these cultural identities.
Yeah, when you're saying a
cultural social identity. There we go.
I don't know if you're done. When you say a cultural thing, for one, language is a part of culture, so everything that we're talking about is culture. But I specifically, like for instance, in languages, sometimes it is there are languages that start to associate different things with the particular gender, and again, this is sex gender. So in that case, for instance, you might have, for instance, a bra. A bra has a very utility for a woman, and you would expect the word bra to be associated with the female in some way, and they oftentimes gender that particular object. Now, there are other objects, for instance, like a chair, which is kind of gender neutral, and that's where they have that third gender. So I'm only aware of those three, and that would only be in linguistics. I'm just right now, and again, keep in mind, we're just talking about linguistics, and I'm just saying that when it comes to the way that the words are being used, since you're the one who's saying, well, how long has it been this way? I'm saying that it's actually been this way since the beginning of human beings being human beings in the way that we call them.
Well, no, so now I'm confused because your whole argument that you gave me at the very beginning of this whole diatribe, no offense, not diatribe, dialogue. Sorry, that was wrong of me. I apologize. The whole thing you started at this whole dialogue was the idea that, well, gender's a new thing. It's new for the trans community. And I asked you how new, and you're like, well, I don't have a year. I don't know what you mean by new. You gave me a definition of, well, new in terms of language. Like, so we agree that when you say, well, gender is new, not really. I mean, maybe the English word, sure, but the concept isn't, especially in many cultures where having a third gender was a very normal thing for them. Even if they lacked the word gender, they had the concept of a third social cultural identity that wasn't male or female.
Okay, gender in the way that you are considering it. In other words, we're talking about gender as a something specific. It is not well defined, but I'm going to call it.
I disagree.
Okay, you disagree, and I'm going to kind of try and explain to you why it isn't, though.
Sure.
But you got. I mean, are you open to even doing that? Are you interested in that?
Well, okay, sorry. I'm going to ask for you to clarify what you're attempting to do before I consent.
Yep.
Are you saying you're going to try and explain? Yeah.
Yeah. So gender, as it is currently used. In other words, when I say currently, I'm talking about specifically the idea that gender is a social construct. That idea is relatively new in the way it is being applied in the United States. And by relatively new, I mean as in all human language for quite a bit has been geared towards
why just
get
the
together,
United
have
States,
baby.
Why just the United States?
I don't know about other languages, so I'm not going to necessarily.
Well, I'm in
Canada,
tell you for example. We have the English language, and we're pretty close by to you guys.
I'm sorry.
I'm Canadian. We know English. We're pretty close to you guys.
I hope it makes sense so that I don't know what's going on there.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes. We're telling you about Canada.
So sorry.
I don't know what's going on in Canada. I'm telling you. I'm not a Canadian, so I don't know exactly what's going on in Canada. You may have slightly different.
But what I'm saying is, it applies to us in the same way. Like what you guys are having down there is what we're having up here. We're having discussions about what the word gender is, discussion about what the word woman is, discussions about how we apply them. It's happening here. It's happening in every place where there's trans women. In Mexico, it's happening in Mexico. There's trans women who have rallied for other trans women who have been killed. Wherever you find human beings, you're going to find trans people, and you're going to find this discussion to varying degrees depending on the powers that be that limit it or outright ban it, like Nazi Germany did. So I mean, saying, well, it's like, I mean, we're talking about things that have like been a part of our society as a human species for centuries. So that's why I'm
I,
focused on
I
this.
was trying originally, Progressive, to understand whether or not you wanted to even know, if you were even open to the idea.
Sure,
that
I'll let
gender could be
you.
something
Sorry,
different.
go ahead.
So,
Go with the idea.
for the record,
I'll be quiet. I won't.
I'm putting in the chat specifically what it is that I'm claiming, that gender has a relatively new concept in the way it's being used. And I probably should have put gender is relatively new concept in the way it's being used currently.
I just don't know what you mean by new, though. What do you mean by new?
When I say new,
it's not
I'm sorry.
label that we.
I'm sorry if it isn't clear when I'm saying new.
May I
I
ask?
think Bokor, you just got here.
Invalid. May I ask
Bokor,
you a
you
question?
just got here. No, not yet.
Invalid.
Not yet.
I'm gonna ask you a
Bokor, I'm
question.
saying not yet. You're
Bro,
asking
hold
me.
on.
I'm saying not yet. We're in the middle of something right now. Is what you're asking completely within?
It's relevant. It's completely relevant. If it's not,
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I'm interested.
okay. So you're talking about the new idea, or not a new idea, but a new relevance on gender identity, or am I mistaking that?
Yeah, you're mistaken. I'm talking
Okay.
about
What
the
did
way
you
that.
say?
Yeah, I'm talking about the way that gender is currently being used is a relatively
Currently,
new
yes, exactly.
concept.
That's what I'm saying. Currently, right now,
Okay.
you think that there's a new possible identity that has formulated.
Yeah. When was?
May I finish?
This
Hold on. May I finish? Hold on. I'm still talking.
Yeah.
Progressive. We're actually
Okay.
Bokor, me and Progressive. We're
I know, but I
going
just
on
want
this
to
because you're
ask a
asking something.
couple. May I ask a couple of questions, and I'll go away.
You
and
have
then
two questions. You have two questions,
Okay.
then I'm going to get back with Progressive.
Okay, so you are saying that this was happening, or like you said, say the same word again about.
I don't have to say it. I actually typed it out, and it's in the chat. I'll
Okay,
read it
here,
for you.
let me go to chat.
Gender has
Okay.
a relative. Gender is a relatively new concept in the way it is being used in the United States right now.
Okay,
What do you mean by relatively new?
right, there's a okay.
Okay.
Go for it. Go for it, Progressive. I
Anything
think
else?
you're on
No,
the same.
I want to
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
what you mean, but I want to understand exactly what you mean because it sounds very
Okay.
vague. It's
That's not a
relatively new,
definition.
as a in
No, let them talk. Let them
like
talk.
like what before you
I would
explain
say
how it's relatively
20
new.
years
Explain
ago.
what you mean by relatively new.
20 years ago, one would have a lot of difficulty explaining what you are currently saying today about gender.
20
The idea or
years
the
ago.
concept of a pregnant man was completely unheard of and would be laughed out of any room.
I mean, that's
20 years
because
It's
ago.
a female
If everyone
man.
agrees.
It's pretty simple.
I'd say.
Female man get pregnant because it's female.
Right,
No,
exactly.
I
and this
think-
is completely this is
that's just
completely new.
transphobia.
This is completely new in today's world. It used to be very different, and today we're trying to do something different. I don't have a problem with what's being tried. I just think that it's being applied incorrectly.
What do you mean by applying correctly?
Right now, people are trying to use or conflate sex and gender. I'm sorry, not conflate sex and gender. They're trying to create a new concept for gender that is different than sex, and in doing so, they're actually making a problem. So if you the specifics of what I'm talking about. Wait, because this is the important, I think, element. If you are adding information in a sentence, and I would say that is a good thing to do. So, for instance, if we say, hey, there's a difference between sex and gender, we can make a difference and say there's one is the quality of sensation that you experience being a man. That could be something different than the actual sexual dimorphism of your biology. And this is a good thing to do. You're adding information. But unfortunately,
hold on. You're assuming things like sexual you're assuming things like sexual dimorphism, which isn't a thing.
It is necessary for our species. This is just a biological discussion.
No. It's not necessary.
Do you need me to write that one down?
No. Sorry, it's not necessary for a species. It's only necessary to say. Or actually, no. Let me rephrase. You're applying it like saying, well, if we don't say sexual dimorphism, then it's never going to happen. No. You're saying, okay. I have a question. How many elements are there on the periodic table?
I'm going to say technically an infinite number, but you're probably thinking 92 or something.
No, that's not true. I'm asking you about the periodic table. You know what the periodic table is, right?
Yeah, the periodic table is a method
of elements
arranging. It's a method of arranging the elements.
Right. Okay. So you know that if you go and you look up the phrase periodic table of elements, you can tell me exactly how many are on the chart, right?
118.
I'm going off my mind, and I'm thinking that it's 92 is what you're probably thinking
right
of.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't
In reality,
asking for a
it
specific number.
it goes far past that.
Sure, but you agree with me that there is a chart with multiple elements.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Dude, stop.
90% of the elements on the planet Can I finish?
Progressive.
90
progressive
some.
over
Sorry,
you.
let me finish. What?
You're making yourself a fool because like he's agreeing with you.
Okay, can you just shut up for a second? Let me finish. Thank you. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make here is that most of the elements in the universe are helium and hydrogen.
Discord people.
All the other elements we're talking about are minuscule. They are
Discord people.
a very tiny percentage of the
it's actually
majority
worse
of
than
elements
that.
in the universe. But we don't say, oh, there's only 2 elements in the universe. There's helium and hydrogen, right? We want to be accurate because we're talking about science. And that's the thing. You're saying, well, sex and gender, we can't use those 2 words differently because they're not, adding more information into the sentence or etc. You're trying to make a linguistics argument about a scientific reality. That's why all major scientific organizations use terms sex and gender differently because they're expressing scientific realities, the things about our reality.
Gender's not
You're trying to play
Progressive.
word games. It's just not fun.
Progressive, there's a difference between what is being done in the scientific community on a particular subject and what is being done colloquially by people who are just speaking or living, or for instance,
No, it's
children
not.
learning language.
They're the same thing.
I'm trying to explain to you why
connected.
they are different. Are you
Gender's
interested
part of
in
religion,
learning how it
not
might be
science.
different?
Yes, I'm interested in you explaining why the scientific use of the word sex and gender to define sex and gender and gender identity is different than the linguistic thing you're trying to talk about.
Okay, if I'm in the context of talking about somebody's qualia sensations, then I could understand
What does that mean?
completely.
Hold
Qualia.
on, let him finish.
If you don't understand what qualia is, you need to know what qualia is. So qualia is like basically when you're thinking of what red is obviously a color that you can see and other people see it too. But what you're actually experiencing as you're seeing color could be different. We have no way of knowing. Your red could be you could look like you could see things in a completely negative way that I do.
Sure.
And still
I understand what you mean by quality experience.
That's
I
qualia.
can understand the term now. Yes, now I
Yeah,
understand.
so when we're talking about things, like if I was talking about somebody's qualia sensations, then the idea or concept of gender would make a lot of sense. But if I were to say a simple sentence, like colloquially, I was just talking with some people and I said, she is coming to our group. Now, if I were to say she is coming to our group, this normally would have a lot of meaning in that context. And particularly, especially let's say that there were some males in my group, perhaps my males might clean up their hair or something. A woman's coming to our group.
So what do you mean? What meanings though? Well, what meaning when you say she? What meaning would I understand by that word she?
Female.
Yeah, are you saying like
exactly? So
no,
I want to
understand that point.
What I'm trying to explain is that this is how human beings get together, and this is something that would help. I'm just giving you an example in which the idea or the concept of she. Wait a second, Progressive. I'm trying to give you an example in which the concept of she might have some actual benefit in the exact context of what I'm talking about. Now, there are times if you use gender, if you use the idea of gender or she in a different way, where that she is actually a male. And you can see how this is actually a way and is actually
again, but that's the problem. You're confusing sex and gender, and you're doing it precisely in the wrong. So let me touch your example and explain what I'm trying to say. So so let's say I have my friends over, me and 3 guys, and I'm like, oh hey, she's coming around the corner. And so some of my friends, they clean their hair, they tidy up their stuff, because you're automatically assuming the word she means an attractive woman to fuck.
No.
No.
Yes,
you're misunderstanding.
You're
misunderstanding.
Let me finish. Let me finish. No. Because then let me finish. You have a specific idea in your head. Let me finish. You have a point of you. Okay. What were you saying when you're saying, well, if I say she and these guys might clean up their hair and stuff, what did you mean by that? How is that beneficial? What you were clearly talking about reproduction. You were talking about a potential mate. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Don't run away from your example now.
Progressive. It just means that there's a female coming. Okay, so wait, hold on.
But what kind of female, right?
Invalid. Hold on.
Wait. So she? I have a question. If I say she's coming around the corner, what information have you gone from the fact that I said
female?
No. You don't know. Okay, so you don't know. So you don't know her age. You don't know what she looks like. You don't know how old she is.
You don't know
it could say she. It could be a child. It could be
that's why I said
girl,
female.
It could be an adult.
Listen,
no. But you're not listening. You're not saying female. You're saying woman. She is a pronoun
when you
for
say
a woman.
She is
a gender term.
Oh my God.
It's not a sexual term.
Progressive.
Gender does not equal sex.
Progressive. Hold on.
Gender does
You call
not
a
equal
child?
sex.
Can you call an adolescent female a she?
Yes.
No,
Okay, great. Can you call an adult human a woman a she?
no.
Yeah. Here's
Okay.
a question for
Yeah.
you.
So
No,
wait, hold on. No,
that-
don't wait. Hold
okay,
on.
Okay,
Wait,
go
hold
ahead. Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
When you're referencing she, we don't
Uh-huh.
know if it's a child. We don't know if it's a woman, but we know it's a female.
Right. No, you know, it's a woman. You know, it's a girl. You know, it's a gender. You don't know about anything about her biologically.
Then
And
why-
sorry, let me ask you a question. If I say, I have a question. Do you know anything about like electrical cords, like extension cords, wires, anything like that?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. What do you call the end of the cord that is inserted into something, and what do you call the end that is inserted into?
Female,
And
male.
right. Okay. But you don't call them she. You don't say I need the she plug, right?
Wait.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
the
you
conflation
never
that you're
refer
doing.
to
What?
to-
It's not analogous.
to No, it is though, because my
It
point I'm
is.
trying to say is that
No, it's
it is because when we talk about female and male, we're talking about something specific, which is a purpose, what
yes.
it's for, or
And we only
what it's capable of. When we're talking about she, we're talking about a person. We're talking about an identity. She's coming around the corner. He's coming around the
yes,
corner.
which
We're
means
talking about a person, not a thing. No, it doesn't mean female. It means woman. Again,
No, it
male
doesn't.
and female. Yes, it does though,
No,
because
it
you're
doesn't.
never talking about a female. You're talking about a woman. You're talking about a
which
girl.
is a
You're talking-
female.
yes. No, it's not.
What's a woman?
Okay.
What is a
Well,
woman
A
then?
woman is someone who covers her drink when she's around you. That's what a woman is.
No.
I've already told you what a woman is.
Wow,
It's a gender identity.
Wait, can you
No,
repeat
it's
that one more
actually- it's
time?
actually called
What is a
that.
woman? What is a woman?
A woman is a gender identity.
Just make a chart. Just make a chart.
Oh, now you don't want to listen to the definition. Okay.
So what is the
That's-
Is there
gender
a gender
identity of
role?
a
Is that
woman?
what
That's
it is?
circular.
Woman
That's
is a
just
gender
circular.
identity, which is seen. It's not. Woman is a
Yes.
gender
What is
identity,
the
which is
gender
seen as part of the
identity of
gender
a
binary.
woman? Okay,
Don't
what is
get
the
it
gender
confused.
identity?
No.
of a
Women
woman?
was a
There's
gender
no gender
identity.
role inside of
Yeah,
that.
a gender identity is a woman is a type of gender identity. It's like say
What does
what
the
car
gender
is that
identity
truck?
mean, though?
Okay, gender, which goes back here. Hold on, let me get gender identity. I have that right here for you. Gender identity is understood to refer to each person's deeply felt internal and individual experience of gender,
So
which
it's
may or
not-
not correspond with the sex assigned at birth,
Okay, so
including the
it's
personal
sex-
sense of the body, which may involve a freely chosen modification of bodily appearance or function by medical, surgical, and other means, and other expressions of gender, including dress, speech, and mannerisms.
Okay, so if it's subjective on their inner sense of self of gender identity that they perceive themselves to be a woman, what is a woman then?
Uh-huh.
Like, how are they perceiving themselves to be a woman? What is that?
You're confused. A woman is
No,
a
I'm
gender
not.
identity. A gender. Yes, no. So this is how it's non-circular.
I'm asking.
woman
you
is
what
a
makes
gender
them
identity.
woman? What makes them a woman, my friend?
Their beliefs.
Their identification with it. When they say
The
I'm a woman,
The self ID it just begs the
There's no
question. That doesn't tell me
construct, is that-
anything.
no, it doesn't though. No, it doesn't beg the
Progressive,
question.
I want to explain
Well,
what
how
I
would
think
someone
is
know
happening
they're
here. There's a
Christian? It's the same
But one
way.
moment, I want to explain. I want to explain what I think is happening here. When we say gender, we're referring to some object. In this case, we're referring. No, we're saying okay. When you say gender, what do you mean?
When I say gender, I'm referring to the identity of the person, a particular part of their identity. That is to say,
Okay.
Again, my description I gave before, which is their deeply felt internal experience of the concept of gender.
But you'd be okay with me if I were to say that the what they perceive there, I'm going to call an object just for the sake of linguistics. It's an object. We're pointing to something. Right? Your identity is an object.
I don't think you're pointing to something. It's like when you say I'm a Christian, you're not pointing to anything. You're
Linguistically,
pointing to
that's what we're doing.
Concept instead of an object.
Linguistically, this is what we're doing.
You're
We're just pointing to
referencing something. Sure.
Right,
okay.
reference.
Pointing
Okay,
to
so
reference.
yeah, so now the problem is the object that you are referencing is self-referential. So
Mic
when
check.
you say when sex equals
This
gender
works.
is asking you what is a woman, you keep on saying, well, it's whatever identifies as one. And the
Right.
problem is if whatever identifies
Well,
as
no,
one
actually,
is
I
one,
said a woman is
you were
a
making
gender
a
identity.
vacuous statement.
No,
Okay. Wait.
no,
okay.
no. Well,
Wait,
first
wait.
off, no. The point is that
So I changed reduce background noise to echo cancellation. I think it's fixed it. Let's get back to the chaos.
who identify as a woman.
Okay, great. What,
I'm
okay,
pointing.
so,
Those are the people I'm pointing to.
okay, so when I
Progressive-
asked you,
yeah.
wait, hold on. When I asked you what is a woman, and then you said a woman is of the gender
Is a gender identity.
Yes, hold on.
No, I said.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I did say gender identity. Yes, I did. All you're saying is that they identify as a woman, which is self-ID, just begs the question. When somebody
No, I'm
asks
not.
you,
I'm saying
Wait.
a woman is a gender identity, and a
You're
gender
just
identity
saying-
is how you
wait,
understand your gender.
wait, you're just saying that they're just Y, right? That you're just saying that they are just a woman. That doesn't reveal to us anything, and it's circular.
No, okay, it reveals their gender identity of who they are. In the same way that when I say this is a
What-
man, I could easily be referring to a 13-year-old
What-
Jewish boy.
What
Yes,
makes
It's
gender is a
cultural
religious
social
term.
identity.
It's a
What
religious term, not a
makes them a
scientific one.
woman?
Okay,
So
what makes
I'm
a
putting it in
trans
the
woman
chat
a
if it
woman?
helps.
I'm sorry,
Her
I'm putting it in the
inner,
chat if it helps.
her inner expression of her gender identity.
No, that's circular. You're just saying-
No, listen, you're acting like it's supposed to be some sort of physical, like,
is it a
thing, like it's some
characteristic?
sort of like it's a social okay, gender, as I've already explained in my last description, once I pull it up here really quick, here we go. Gender refers to the socially constructed roles, behaviors, expressions, and identities of, and these are different genders or different parts of gender,
Of
girls,
man and women, boys
men,
and girls. Yes. So wait.
Because-
So read. Wait. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
What does "of" indicate?
It indicates that those are the identities.
No. "Of" means a
Girl,
preposi-
boy,
wait,
man, woman is identity.
Yes. Wait. Read the first sentence. Gender.
Okay, gender refers to the socially constructed roles, behaviors, expressions, and identities. You have to do all
Of-
four of those things of girls, women, boys, men, and
The
gender
key
diverse
word
people.
was social
Great.
constructed.
So-
That's the key
wait,
word.
so
You missed
great.
it.
Wait. So progressive. That's a preposition of what we already know what to be a man, woman, boy, and girl. So that doesn't tell us
What are you
anything.
talking about?
Wait.
No, it does though. It tells you the
No.
socially constructed.
No.
That gender refers to
Because
the
we
socially
already
constructed
know-
roles,
Wait.
behaviors, expressions,
It's
and
not
Gender is
identities of
religion.
these kinds of.
It's not
socially
being
constructed.
it's not support it's not supporting your claim. Wait, put it in the side chat real quick. Copy and paste it in the side chat. Real quick. Because the
Okay, hold
the word "of" is a preposition of man, woman, boy, and girl, which means
What does the word preposition mean?
a preposition means that there's it's before a noun, I think. I think it's before the word of a noun that we already know to be of something.
I'm sorry. Can you like prove that? Can you give me a definition that says that's what it is? Because I don't
sure.
believe you.
Yeah,
Hold on.
because gender is socially constructed, it's part of religion, not biology.
Well, no, it's not
Progressive.
religion though.
If I may interrupt,
So okay, here we go. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Some examples of prepositions are words like in, at, on, of, and to.
Yes,
For the
of
record-
is
So
a
the of part
preposition.
in right. So the word of the preposition is connecting, and that's
To
what it
set.
says here. It's identifying the spatial relationships between the concepts of socially constructed roles, genders, experiences, and identities, and then of these words, of these genders: woman, boy, girl, man.
Yeah, the constructed roles and behaviors and expressions would be of something that we already know what would be a girl, woman, boy, or girl.
So I just have a question.
Progressive.
Why were you talking about linguistics when, again, every major scientific organization
No, they
agrees
don't.
this is the case?
No,
I
they
Yeah,
am
they
don't.
don't.
bringing up the
Give me an
linguistics
example of a
it.
major. Yes, they do. Every single one does. The WHO, the Canadian government, the European Union, every single major
Anyone.
international. Sorry,
Give me one
sorry.
Progressive.
The
if you
World
don't
Health
mind-
Organization.
If you don't mind, and I'm just trying to help here, can you restate the question that sex equal gender has said?
No, I can.
Okay, so progressive. can I add-
Wait. The question I heard was, "What is a woman?"
Correct.
Said it several
Right,
times.
and
It's literally like the name
and I
of a
gave,
movie.
and I already answered that question multiple times. Did you
It's
hear my
circular.
answer?
Wait a second. When you
No,
say
no,
that
sorry.
you
Please
answered it,
repeat what my answer was.
Sure, I'll repeat
what
it.
I'm seeing is
No,
a
not you,
definition
him.
of gender. I'm
No,
seeing
no.
a
So
definition of
no,
gender
sorry.
that uses already woman in it. What we're trying to find out is what does
No,
it
that's
mean
no,
to
no,
be
no,
of
no,
that
no, no,
group?
no, no. That's not true. Actually, sorry. Give me the definition I gave for the word woman, please.
Yeah, identifying.
Nope.
It's
Say
a
the whole
gender
fucking
identity.
sentence, guys. It's not
Yeah.
this hard.
Oh no, go ahead.
You said a
I
woman
want to
is.
hear it. What is it?
You said a woman is somebody whose gender identity is this.
Uh-huh.
It's a self
Woman
ID
is
claim.
a gender identity which is seen as part of the gender binary. Woman is a term used for adults and corresponds to the terms girl for children and adolescents, female adjective, and often femininity. That is the
It just be to take. You take a break from Discord. It's socially constructed. WHO says gender is socially constructed. We need to be debating socially constructed, not gender right now. We don't. They're missing the point. Gender is religion. Gender is part of religion.
I can answer those questions.
You're saying that you cannot reference the same concept to each other.
No. Listen. When you're explaining,
Okay,
if you look at your definition of gender, you're explaining what the group is. This is the set, right? And then there are elements within the set.
Are you referring to my definition of woman or definition of gender? Because you keep complaining.
Definition of gender so far. Gender.
Okay,
your
so what is my
definition of gender
definition
is
of
the one
gender?
that you have typed out in the chat.
And can you tell me you understand what it says?
I do. I think I understand what it says.
Okay, so what is it saying in your own words?
The problem that we're having.
No, just tell me what is the word gender saying in your own words? That with that definition.
Yeah, I think that's correct, and that what they're talking about, or what they're trying to talk about, is the.
Well, I didn't ask you if it was correct. I asked you to explain in your own words so you can show me understand the concept.
If you would waited a little bit, I was literally just going to say it. It'll help if you just listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it's trying to describe the entirety of the entirety of man and woman sexual dimorphism, qualia sensations. That's what I believe it's trying to do.
But that's the problem, because not everyone has man-woman qualia sensation. What about non-binary people?
But that's still gender.
But the point is that's not dimorphism. So we have to agree that we can agree that, yeah.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. The instead of dimorphism, I will change it to
the gender spectrum.
Because I had already, if you look, I actually posted it already. My definition for. But the thing is I posted a lot, and I don't know if it's necessarily going to come out. Let me see here. Sex in humans is bimodal. So instead of dimorphic, we'll just say bimodal, and that'll fix it.
Yes.
I hope you agree with that.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last part. I'm so sorry. I just got a text on my phone. I'm very, very sorry. Can you please just give me the last 10 seconds of that?
Sex in human is bimodal. So gender is the attempt to understand or describe the. It's technically to understand the qualia sensations associated with those bimodal features in humans.
What do you mean by bimodal?
If you look up bimodal, it would make a lot of sense. It's just like that there are clusters, natural clusters, on the male and female spectrum.
Wait, I would disagree that sex is bimodal.
Having or involving two modes, in particular of a statistical distribution, having two maxima. I mean,
like
I'm
USB,
not against. I'm not against arguing that it's bimodal or even dimorphic if we're acknowledging that it's a spectrum, that there's two extremes and then there's things in between.
When you say things in between, I want to be clear. You are either a man or you are not. You are either a woman or you are not.
Incorrect.
Okay, so yeah, we have a.
We can agree you are a male or a female, but even then, that's not entirely true.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying specifically, you are either a man or you are not, or you are a woman or you are not.
Right, and then that's not true. There's non-binary people who not call themselves man or woman.
Okay, wait a second. So what you just said, they don't call themselves man or woman, which I'm in
Correct.
agreement with what I just. Do you agree that that matches what I just said?
I don't understand what you just said. What you said was they either are a man or they are a woman.
No.
Correct?
I said they are either a man or they are not. They are either a woman or they are not.
Okay, and what if they're neither?
So that is a possibility within a bimodal distribution. It's a
Then I
rarity,
would
but
agree.
it's a possibility.
Then I would agree.
Okay, so yeah, so good. We're on the same page because you
We're
may
on the
not
same
have.
page.
Yeah, so we're on the same page. So in other words, humans are necessarily bimodal. So as a species, right, we have those two things, and gender is simply trying to encompass the quality of sensations of those sexual expressions. That's what
Sure,
gender is.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with
Okay,
that.
we're on the same page now. Now, if this actually sex equals gender, are you on the same page with this now? Uh-oh. Did we lose? Did we
Did
lose
you
him?
leave?
I don't know.
I'm
He
still
might
here.
Honestly, the
he might be
only
busy with something.
truth be told, the only reason I came into this VC was for the other guy. What's his name? No something.
But yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
have- Hello, King Stephen.
Hello. Hey, chimp. I mean, champ. What's up? What's up, Hank?
Yeah, this is where I was from. Discord.
What?
It's way worse than the Panelverse. Just look at it. You hear those
Discord.
idiots? Yes, you hear those morons. They can't even define their terms. They can't even define their terms.
They can't define their terms on Discord.
Yeah.
What terms are you speaking about?
I mean, they're arguing about just gender. They don't even know what it is. They don't even the WHO says it's socially constructed, but they're missing the point.
How do you
Socially constructed.
define gender? How do you define it?
It's just labels that sometimes just have a how strong. I guess just happen to correspond with sex sometimes. But probably it's around like 98% corresponds with sex. But it's socially constructed, which makes it religion. It's not biology.
Wait a second, Hank. Do you know what gender you are? What do you identify as?
Male. Wait, no, that's a sex. Man.
Oh,
And
male's a sex. Yeah,
male's a sex. Man's a gender, and I'm a man with money, which is why I'm still not spurring out over that donation made on Friday, like you and Pussy Paul's been all week. So
What? What donation? I don't know what you mean.
okay, well, don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
What
don't worry
donation?
about it. Don't worry about.
Did you try to donate money to me? I don't need your money, Hank. I'm not needy. I've got lots of money.
That's a good one.
I got lots of money. I'm a
Go
multimillionaire.
look for some. Go. Okay. Pull some money out. Show us up. Flash it on the screen.
No, I don't need to give money to cockroaches. I give.
I don't want your money either. I just want
I
you
give
to
it to
flash
good
on the
people.
screen.
No, I give it to good. I give it to good people.
What I just want you to do is
I'm
get
a
your
good-hearted
wallet,
being.
unless you don't have a wallet.
Well, I have a
Right?
wallet, but most of my money's invested. It's not cash in a wallet. I don't carry cash.
You never have cash?
Well, I have debit cards and credit cards. I almost never have cash.
Is that because you hate your country's money?
No, cash is what.
Ugly?
No, Hank. Cash is what peasants use. Cash is dirty. Do you know how many germs are on cash? I don't touch cash.
I mean, you can't just take
cash is filthy. That's got germs all over it. I have pristine credit cards, and I have money in investments. I don't carry paper.
You're scared of money.
That's germs. That's all germs.
You're scared of money.
People wipe their nose with that and snort cocaine, and they sneeze on it, and there's germs all over it.
You claim to be rich and you never snort cocaine?
I am rich. I have snorted cocaine, but not using money off a girl's big titties.
So you snort cocaine with your credit cards off of boys?
With the credit cards off of what? Off of
Boys.
titty. No, not whores. Beautiful women in my harem.
I said boys. You don't like the
No,
girls.
no, girls with big titties. Women with big titties. I don't have to buy hookers, Hank, like you do. Women actually like me.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I was
Well,
just on Cynthia's show
it's
today.
true.
There's a bunch of women that didn't like you.
Well, they're big fatties. They're big, ugly, fatty feminists. They're man haters. I don't want them.
Like your ex-friend Bex.
I like beautiful women. I don't like ugly ones like the ones Cynthia and those ones. Those are terrible, nasty pigs.
So when's the last time a beautiful woman came up on one of your panels?
All the time. All the time.
Oh, all the time. But that's not
Where
the
have you
question.
been?
When's the last time a beautiful woman came up on your panel?
All the
You-
time. Where have you been?
Okay, so you don't even know.
do you
Because if
mean
I
I don't
knew,
even-
I would. If it was like yesterday, you could just say yesterday.
Well, all
And-
the time. I don't know if
You-
it was yesterday or the day before. I don't know. I
I
don't
know.
keep
and
track.
that's
I'm
my
surrounded-
point. I know
Hank-
you don't know.
Hank, I'm surrounded by
you don't
beautiful
know.
women. I can't keep track. You never have any. You
I
should
know
keep
you
track
don't
for
know.
me.
I watch your show.
Hank, I'll pay you to keep track for me.
Okay, we're gonna go through this loop again. All right, look, have it your way. But what you do is pay
Oh,
me
Hank.
by donating to Jack Talcott.
No, I'm not donating to Jack Talcott. No.
But that's how you're gonna pay
No.
me. That's how you're
I-
gonna pay me.
I want you to count stuff on my channel. I want you to be my official counter.
Yes, but here's the thing. I have money, so I want you to donate it to my charity of choice. And my charity of choice will be Jack Talcott.
He's not a charity, is he? Is he a charity?
He's my charity case.
He's a charity case?
Yes.
What do you love so much about Jack Talcott? What is it that you love about that guy?
Oh. Well, he's getting all the... Yeah, Jack Talcott's like a lightning rod for all the... What's that called? Cult leader wannabes.
A
He's
lightning rod. What?
Yes.
Did you call him a lightning rod or a loser? The audio cut out for a second.
I called him a lightning rod.
Oh, not
for
a
all
loser.
the cult leader wannabes.
Cult leader wannabes.
Yes. Like Pussy
Well-
Paul.
Jack doesn't have any money though. Is he going to be evicted and homeless soon? I'm worried about him.
Well, that's what you're here for. You're supposed to be solving that issue.
I'm worried
I'll
about
do the work.
Jack.
Then you send the money to Jack. Do you copy?
Okay, I'll send some money to Jack maybe one day. Should I send it in the mail? He's a postman. He used to work for the post office. Does he trust the mail?
You say you have credit and debit cards. Is that correct?
Yes, I do. I
Do you
do.
have Google Pay?
Google Pay. No, I've never used Google Pay.
That's interesting.
Google Pay.
Yeah, so Google Pay, it's how you link a debit or credit card to Google systems so you can pay for Google stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't like Google. It's a big evil corporation.
But you're right here on YouTube.
Oh, is Google related to YouTube?
Yeah, they bought them like 20 years ago, King Stephen.
Oh shit, they bought out YouTube. I thought it was independent.
It was till it got bought out.
Do you have
Like-
YouTube Premium, Hank? Do you pay for YouTube?
I don't pay for YouTube Premium. I use ad block.
Oh, does that work still? Ad blocker on YouTube?
Yep. I use uBlock Origin. It still works.
uBlock. What?
Yeah. Or microblock.
Oh, okay. Use an extension for your browser to block the ads.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because they're just wasting my time with bull crap I don't want to buy. I mean,
Interesting.
what browser do you use?
Oh, that's private information. But is DeFreak one of your friends in the chat?
Affirmative.
He is. Oh, okay. You hang out with that loser.
In fact, let me promote him. Yeah, let's promote him.
Do you hang out with that loser?
Let's summon him up here. Let's
Promote
go.
him.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna promote him.
Bring him up here. I'm kind of bored. I'd like to shit on him.
So I just promoted the freak to a standing moderator. So are you wearing clothes right now, or you don't, or they at the cleaners?
Hank, don't be gay. Don't ask me if I'm naked. Come on, that's gay. That's gay, Hank.
Oh, so you don't have clothes right now?
That's gay. That sounds gay to ask another man if they're wearing clothes.
Well, you're the
Hank,
guy who
don't
doesn't
be
wear
gay.
clothes.
Hank, don't be gay. You're sounding like a gay chimp right now. You
You're
don't
the
want
one
to sound.
you're the one
don't-
that doesn't wear clothes.
No, but you don't want to sound like a gay chimp asking a man that question.
So we both know you're not wearing any clothes right now.
Hank, stop fantasizing about me. Stop picturing me naked, Hank. Don't do it.
If only you were in better shape.
Don't do it, Hank. I'm in good shape.
No, you're not.
You haven't seen me.
Yeah, I saw you going on hikes. I mean, you're huffing and puffing.
Huffing and puffing. Well,
Yeah.
I smoked for 40 years. I'm 88 years old. You're a lot younger than I am.
Yeah, because you're such a vampire creature.
I what? Can you walk and hike somewhere and film and not huff and puff?
Yes.
You don't do any exercise, do you? You look chubby. You're about 200 pounds and you're like 5'6".
Yeah, it's because I work for a living. I'm not.
Work for a living?
I just draw. I don't just draw. In fact, let's do an
Are
ad for
you
you.
jealous of people that draw? Hank, do you work for a living? What do you do for a living?
Oh, I move stuff around.
You're a mover? What do you mean? You move furniture?
Yeah, but if they ship it, yeah, I move it.
You move what?
I work for a logistics company. They
Uh-huh.
take stuff from the trailers and put
You-
it in the P&D vehicles, pick up the delivery vehicles.
Do you
and
work
it comes
for
to your
FedEx?
house.
FedEx or UPS?
FedEx.
FedEx. Good guess. I'm.
There's only like three of them.
Well, I
three
can
of them in
tell.
North America.
I can tell what you do.
You said FedEx or UPS. You didn't know.
Well, FedEx was my first choice.
So how would this conversation go if I said UPS instead?
It would go the same way. You'd be autistic either way.
Exactly.
Yes. So whether you work for FedEx or UPS, you're still autistic. You move stuff around. You have to move things for a living. You have to work using your hands to earn dirty, germ-ridden money like a peasant.
I get direct deposit.
Yeah, but you have cash in your hand. It's full of germs.
Here's the thing. Cash doesn't get tracked as easily as
Cash gets dirty though. It's very dirty. It gets thrown on the ground, stepped on. People wipe their ass. They don't wash their hands and they touch that money. There's all kinds of filth. There's fecal matter on cash. There's all kinds of dirty, nasty stuff on there. Ugh, gross.
So you're scared of germs, but you don't wear clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the emperor has no clothes.
Well, you just would love to see me naked, but you're not going to.
Well, not on this channel.
Hank, you're gay. I'm not gay, Hank. You're gay. You got to pursue.
You sound more gay than I do.
You're gay.
Let's be honest.
You're gay.
If we go by our voice,
at all.
You sound more gay than I do.
No, my voice is women love my voice. Hank, I'm not an incel like you are. You're involuntarily celibate. You can't get women. You can't get a date or a girlfriend. Have you ever had a girlfriend in your life? Be honest.
No.
No. And you're what? You're 30 something, you're 35?
Yeah, so I should take advice from some kind of wannabe cult
No,
leader that
don't
doesn't
take
have
advice from
$20.
No,
to his name. That
$20.
liquid. Yeah,
I've
you don't
got
have
millions of
$20 quid.
dollars. I've got
Prove it.
millions of dollars invested. Millions.
Prove it.
Millions. Why do I need to prove it to you?
Well, if you want me to
You're a
take
nobody.
your
You work
advice,
at FedEx.
if you want me to take your advice, you gotta show me that
Hank,
you have what you claim to have.
Hank, you're just an autistic gay guy that works at FedEx, and you've never had a girlfriend. Why would I need to prove anything to you?
Look, my moderator's here.
Oh, you got a moderator now. You
I
needed a
just promoted
backup.
him.
You needed help.
Vanity.
You needed help. Look at this fag that came on here, this gay idiot.
What's wrong with being gay, King
He's
Steven?
gay. He's an idiot.
What's wrong
You're
with
both
it?
gay.
You're a
What?
fool, Steven.
You're both gay.
You're not ready for this conversation, though.
You're both gay.
So what's wrong with it? Let's assume we're both gay. What's your problem?
It's abnormal and abhorrent
Abnormal compared to what standard?
compared to the standard on Earth.
So there's no gay people
Are
on
you
Earth.
two homos going to make out? Is that why you brought him up here? He's a
There's
weirdo.
no gay people on Earth, King Steven?
Oh, there's gays, but they're not they're degenerates.
The reason I'm up here is because you wanted me up here, so it's blame yourself.
You got it,
I
King
didn't want
Steven.
you up here.
You
You
asked.
said.
Yes, you did. You've gotten too old.
He's an
Your memory's not
asswipe.
bad.
He's an
I'm sure you have
asswipe.
millions of dollars, not millions.
I think you're both losers. You're just both losers. This is your life. You
Yes.
wish you had my life. You wish you did.
Are
Why?
you serious?
You
Why
gotta
would I
get
want
up
to
and
be a
work your
loser failure
shitty.
in Canada?
You got to get up and work your shitty jobs. I've got houses in other countries, dummy. I can go fly to Mexico tomorrow if I want to. You don't know where I am right
You have
now.
nothing.
You have no idea.
I'll let you keep thinking that. That's cute.
I rule you peasants.
The
That's
only thing
cute.
you have,
I wipe my
the only
ass
thing
with
you
more
have,
money
Vanity,
than
is
you.
you've got channels
idiots
that are
have.
dedicated to you and about how you abuse.
I wipe my ass with peasants like you.
That's
Do you
cute.
know
King
that
You don't have
you're headed
anything.
for darkness?
You don't
you're
have
not ready for
anything.
this conversation.
You don't have anything. You're a loser. You're a
You
loser.
don't know anything about me.
You're a loser. You're a gay loser. You're
I
just
mean,
a
I don't have anything
loser.
except this $50 bill that you don't have. That you
Oh,
don't
that's
have,
nothing.
Steven.
That's nothing.
Okay, show us something.
I'd
go ahead.
sneeze and use that as a tissue. That's nothing.
Go ahead and show
Nothing.
us something.
That's
You got
nothing.
the floor.
That's nothing. I do have the floor.
Go
I own
ahead.
you.
Show us something.
I own you. I am showing you something.
No, you're not.
I'm giving you more attention than you deserve, you two losers.
You'd be lucky that they even talk to you.
You're two peasants.
I didn't need your attention. I was
Lowly,
on
lowly
Discord.
peasants. Yeah, you were begging for my attention.
I didn't ask. I didn't call you out in my YouTube description.
Hank, can you give a chimp smile and say that my channel's the greatest channel ever?
Shut the hell up.
Can you donate 50 USD
Hank,
right now?
give a big chimp
Get super
smile.
chats.
Give
Hey,
a big
Vanity,
chimp
you
smile.
say you have a harem, right?
Yeah, I do, dummy.
Yeah,
Where is
I
it?
mean, so why do you
Peasant.
insult peasants then? Because you know that harem
You
is
peasant.
occupied by anybody with peasants.
You pissant. You pissant. You dumb peasant.
Dude, get a vocabulary. Like,
pissant.
it's the same shit you were using on
You're a
Jack Talcott
smelly
the other
fake
day.
Christian pissant. You're a pissant loser.
Oh, what is
No.
your criteria for
Fake
determining true
Christian,
Christian?
yeah. So I heard that you and Stephanie were collaborating on some stuff.
I
Vanity.
wasn't collaborating with anybody, dummy.
No, what was that?
Oh,
You're
you mean
boring.
a porn bomber? Is
You're
that
boring.
Officer Snaps?
You're
No,
boring.
they were talking
I'm not
about.
collaborating. You
I'm not
heard
sure what they were
wrong.
talking
You're
about,
stupid.
but-
I haven't
So-
collaborated with anyone. You're stupid. You're a
So
liar.
we have the
You're an
El
idiot.
Diablo and the
Well,
porn
he
bomber
was
working
on your
together
show.
side by
You're an
side.
idiot.
And Tarek.
You're an idiot.
About Tarek.
What about him?
What about him? You guys making up rumors and stuff?
I haven't made up rumors. You're the one making up rumors, dummy. You're a low IQ loser.
Oh,
Dude,
so
you
how
have
do you
no
know our
idea
IQ?
what I am.
That's what you are,
Oh.
DeFreak. You're a low
How do you know
IQ.
our IQ?
Dude,
Loser.
you blocked me in less than
You're
1
both
minute on your
losers.
channel. That's how
You're both
scared you are.
losers. You deserved it. I'd
I
block
deserved
you
it.
again. I'd block
You
you
said-
again, dummy.
You said the
suck.
Nephilim were white because they have big heads.
You
That's how
suck.
stupid you are.
You suck. What are you
said
talking
the
about?
Nephilim were white because they had big heads. That's
You
what
I never
watched the
said that at
Nephilim
all.
series, King Steven.
Never said about
Do
the
you
Nephilim.
Do you remember
Yeah,
what
you
you say
did.
on your own
No, I
channel?
didn't.
Yeah, you
It's your
did.
I don't
esoteric
talk about
series.
Nephilim, dummy. You're
Yes, you
confused.
do.
You're a
They're
liar.
demons.
Well,
You're lying
giants or whatever you
losers.
were
They're
calling them.
demon angels.
You're
We called them
losers.
giants. Okay,
He
giants.
doesn't
Whatever.
remember what's on his own
losers.
channel.
You're
Oh, he ain't that old.
losers.
He said they
You're
were white because they had big
losers. You're gay
craniums.
losers. You two are fags. Is that your new boyfriend, Hank? The freak?
No, it's this one.
Hi,
Oh,
hi,
he's
hi,
not like you.
Steven,
Oh.
Steven, hey, Steven.
Aren't you gonna say
Steve.
hello?
Hello, Hank. How are you doing, Hank? Where's Margot at? I miss
I don't
Margot.
know. I don't know where Margot is, but I sent you her email.
Aw. Come on,
I gave
Vinny.
you her email. You could email her anytime you need to. Oh, King Stephen
Excuse me,
left.
Hank.
He's afraid of women.
Excuse me, Hank. Hank.
Yes,
Why is Steven being mean to you?
because he's jealous.
Of what?
Well, look at this. He
Yes.
doesn't have this much a quid. He couldn't
Ooh,
donate
that looks.
this. It's a $50
What is
bill.
it?
It's
Wow.
a $50 bill. He didn't have that much. He couldn't donate that much to Jack
Hi.
Talcott just to show
Hi,
he returned the
DA.
money.
Hi, DA.
Or even
Hi,
this
DA.
much. He couldn't donate an Andrew Jackson,
Hello.
Jack Talcott to show that he had the money.
How
to
are
pay.
you today? How are you today?
I'm fine. I have a
Of course
particular
he is.
interest in Stephen, Queen Stephen, so he's entertaining to troll.
Queen Steven, me and him used to be good, but now we are not. Hank.
What happened?
On the other show, I forgot, it was Venus's show, Venus or something with a V.
Yes.
He was trolling all of us. He was like, yeah, I can't explain it. You should go and watch. Yeah, me and him used to be good, but now we are not.
Were you part of his harem?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
That makes 3 of us. We don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
I think he has female profiles in his chat, and he just calls it his harem. And he kicks everyone else
And
off.
I want Margot to come on. Margot. Where's Margot? Is she
I think she's
okay?
I think she's getting out of the hospital pretty soon. She just had some surgery. Yeah,
And
Neutral
as-
Ground suspects that King Stephen doesn't have any friends in real life or online, which I kind of agree, because he has to team up with the Keystone Cop crew, and that's where you go where you're kicked out of everywhere.
The guy couldn't handle a harem in real life because he's so over the hill. Like, I mean, what's the point of having a harem if you can't do anything about it? You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean yet, Hank, but
No, I don't.
But you know, at a certain point, you can't perform like the old man, if that makes any sense. And Steven doesn't seem like he's at the top of his game, if you know what I mean. So you're gonna tell me that he's sitting there paying for all these harem, these girls, whatever, and he's sitting there doing nothing with them? I don't believe that for a second.
I don't believe he can pay for anything.
Probably. It's probably true. What is he gonna give him? Stock options?
And Hank, are we good? Are we good here? Hank, before, I'm sorry that I went off of you on the Discord.
Not a big deal. I'm used to this stuff. I mean, I was just on Discord watching the craziness go on. It's worse than these panels. It's
like how?
Well, they couldn't even define their terms. They couldn't read the articles that define the terms for them. I mean, I mean, and King Steven says the Panverse sucks. I mean, he hasn't been anywhere. He doesn't have any life experience somehow. So yeah, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Interesting what Neutral Ground says there. He's got King, Steven, Steph, True, Tommy, Tech. They're all funneled into the same communist pigeonhole at this point.
Just as planned.
Excuse me, where is Margot?
I don't know. Did you email her and ask?
No, I didn't. What's her email?
So go to our Discord. My last message to you was Margot's email. Yeah, scroll up a little bit. Margot's email. It's meadclass84@gmail.com. And she gave it to me on Jack Talcott show.
Huh. Surprised she doesn't already have that info.
She does have that info. I gave it to her as part of a bulk stuff, and then I gave it to her separately so she could contact Margot whenever she needs to. And I think Margot subscribed to my show anyways, so if she was
You have a
available,
Discord server?
No, I didn't make a Discord server. I'll just reuse the Machine Live server for now because I don't have enough content to make it necessary.
Yeah, it's a lot to manage in there. That's for Goblin.
So look, this is. Let me This is what King Steven looks like. This is what he looks like. He's probably shorter than I am. Still completely puffy and soft.
Yeah, definitely.
He's puffy and soft, and he claims that he has all this money. He looks like. At least he shaves. Doesn't look like a hobo, but really, he doesn't. He could be broke, as far as I could tell. He's displayed no evidence of having actual wealth.
I tell you what, there's no one sending souls into darkness and being overly rich unless they're completely in line with the hierarchy of the dark side and completely sold out. But he's too stupid to do that, so he's just an independent thief that has that's on the downslope.
Yeah, and I didn't summon him at all. He just came because that's what he does. He tries to get the self-esteem juice like a parasite, and he can get any from here.
He's fun to troll, but if I'd actually like to talk to him about what he's doing with the whole soul trap thing, but I don't think he's ready for that conversation yet.
Well, he's not going to steal Realm when he can't even steal a freaking plastic bag. I don't have any evidence he can steal a plastic bag. Let me just go ahead and get one if I can show him how to steal stuff.
Yeah, his greatest accolade is that there's like other people who created a channel about him telling their testimony about how he abused them, like emotionally abused them and harassed them and all that other stuff. So I guess that's kind of that's sort of clout if you're a troll.
Meh. I mean, I'm gonna let this play before I can get the plastic bag where we can educate King Steven how to steal stuff.
This is one of my art shirts. That's my artwork. That angel on this shirt. I'm not just showing you to sell t-shirts. I don't need t-shirt sales. I'm doing fine. All right? You understand?
Keep telling
us.
us.
Things crossing this trail that I've had to avoid, but anyway, Hope you're having a gorgeous, fantastic day today. And I hope you're doing really well, everyone. I'm just gonna hold it like this. I'm not used to holding this camera this way. Now, which way are we going here? Left or right? Fuck, I don't know.
It's got the
Take
Joe
this
Biden homeless scraggler in the back of the
I don't know,
head.
maybe I'll go this way. I don't know where I'm going in here at this point. I'm sorry, people. I'm a little bit lost on these trails, but I'm happy to bring you along with me. It's kind of a cloudy day today, so sorry for
You know
the lack
what he
of
could
sunshine,
do?
but that's not my fault. Look at this big old tree here. I don't want to trip over this stuff, but see how big this tree is? All right. And it's still behind me, so it is wide. It's a big old tree. You've heard me talk about some big old titties on YouTube, but that's a big old tree. It's a big old tree.
Yeah, you know where the titties are? It's on King Steven's chest.
Nice.
So that's
You know, he could, if he tried, he could probably do a pretty good Jack Nicholson impersonation.
yeah. So let's give a quick tutorial to King Stephen. Here is a plastic bag. I want you to scrape your this currency together and get a plastic bag. I'm asking a lot from you, but they're usually priced around a couple dollars in your local currency. You know, you can get. I'm gonna have some peppercorn in there if I can demonstrate how sealing works. But I'm gonna teach you how sealing works. So I'm gonna put peppercorn in here. I think you should know. I think you've seen. I had to go slower. Peppercorn's the stuff pepper is made out of. If you had money, you would know what peppercorn is. You know you don't have money because you wouldn't know what peppercorn is if you asked you. Just like you don't even remember what's on your own channel. So here's what happens when it's unsealed. It falls out. So what I want you to do is put something in there and borrow the dirt from outside. Do this, King Stephen. Then turn the bag over. That's how you seal something. Until you could do this with a plastic bag, there's no chance in hell realm that you can seal a whole realm. You haven't demonstrated that it's possible to seal anything at all. Do you have any questions to Freak?
No, I was just gonna say though that it's kind of sad. I was just thinking about Tommy for a second because like Snafu. Basically, Tommy was crying about Snafu ruining his life for like 2 years straight. With the whole right. And now they're all buddy or whatever. And it's like he didn't have to put himself in this position if he would just not stop insulting everyone that likes him. But anyway, I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how that foursome there, Snafu, Tarek, Tommy, and Steven, I don't see that foursome getting along very well at all without a sniper tape coming out soon.
Well, I have a sign for this. So this sign is it's a delta. I use that to represent the upside down delta represents Illumi and Illumitomi. Because it didn't want to spell out the whole word, but he knows what that means. Illumitomi is Keystone Cop Crew tier. So I had to make these signs so when Illumitomi's mod spooking on whatever show we're on, so I can get the message out via my camera while he's still trying to suck up all the air. And this works. It works so good. He tries to evade me when he cries for accountability and he doesn't want it because he doesn't want to be
perfect. It's perfect because when he's springing out, you don't have to say anything. You just have to hold the sign up.
Yeah, it's a peaceful protest.
It's excellent.
So I don't know who Brown's talking about. He's harassed people for decades online. He leads a sheltered life of ordering food and hanging online, probably getting disability for his mental disorder. But this could describe all the Keystone Cop crew except for Tarek. I don't even know why Tarek's hanging out with him. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know if you saw OTW this morning or today, but Tarek was basically called out by Mel Pandora, and I guess he was on Steven's show talking about one of Mel's friends, and she didn't appreciate that very much at all, and he got roasted pretty bad.
I saw a little bit of that.
It's pretty epic.
Hey, Joku. But yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I was on What's Up Cynthia today. What were we doing? She was roasting the Keystone Cop crew as well. And I also got a chance to play the clip that you found on my show. The Officer Snap saying he defends and
Luster Audio.
Yeah.
You're roboting on us. Maybe it's me.
Yeah. I played on her show the clip. Pretty much just a timestamp of Officer Steph saying he harvests porn bombs. So he's supposed to be the true Christian, the Christian detector, and he harvests porn bombs. He's safe.
Yeah, hypocrite.
Isn't that interesting?
No, it's totally hypocritical. It's almost offensive as a Christian for him to say that he's a Christian, because if he's any kind of Christian, he's the Proverbs 6:16 through 19 type Christian, which means he's not in any good standing with God.
Let's do a Bible study. We gotta look up the chapter.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let's start there. What are those Bible verses that you just said? The kind that's not in good standing. I want to know.
Proverbs 6:16 through 19.
Let's do English Standard Version, since I think that's Jim Bob's favorite. Yes. Let me at least get here first, so I can share this tab, and then we present it. Oh, I see this.
Yeah.
But this isn't the right version. How to get the English Standard?
6:16 through 19.
Okay.
Oh, yes, 16.
We'll go to English Standard Version because I did advertise this stream in Jim Bob's server. And that's what his bot pulls out. So
There's 6 things that the Lord hates. 7 are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that haste to run to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, and one who sows discord among his brothers.
That's right.
So I do Bible studies here. You can call me a fake Christian all you want. I do Bible studies on my show. So just for yourself.
So I don't know how you can call yourself well, yeah, I mean, I understand how you call yourself a Christian, but I don't think you could read those verses and think that you're in good standing with God just based on spreading lies and sowing discord among brethren. But he'll do it in a self-righteous, smug way, like he's like the morally high-grounded person around here. Meanwhile, he's hurting people, hurting their channel, hurting their income, hurting their emotional, causing emotional damage. And it's like, protecting porn bombers all at the same time. It's really effed up. I'm talking about Snafu. I don't know if you were talking about someone else, but
Yeah,
I'm
Officer
sorry,
Snaps.
I was talking. I didn't hear a whole lot.
Yeah, that's Officer Snaps, and pretty close to a good description of Officer Tarek as well.
So, 10 things, 7 things. God hates. Yeah. Haughty eyes, lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that haste to run to evil, false witness who breathes out lies, and one who sows discord among his brothers. Let me screenshot that shit.
But some might say my plans are wicked too. I want to contain all these wannabe cult leaders. So some might say my plans are wicked.
You want to do what with them?
I want to contain them.
Contain them.
Yeah, pretty
That
much.
is an argument there that someone can say you have bad motivations. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get them all in a room together and just let them hash it out so we can figure out which is the new one world religion. I'm sorry, I can't even take that seriously. Did not get to any conclusion.
well, you're actually exposing frauds like Snafu. When he invokes the Holy Ghost the other day, it starts choking like choking the next sentence that he's trying to speak, and then basically spills the beans on everything. So it's just hilarious. But the guy, even Mel Pandora, who's never even spoken to him, called him out on OTW today because she knows that he's a fraud and a fake, and he's a liar. He's produced zero evidence for anybody on anything, and Hank got him to confess last week. So I mean, hello.
What did he confess to, Hank?
That he's a porn bomber protector. He's a porn bomber protector.
Yep. And I think he also confessed to being the porn bomber on Venus Cupcake Show in an indirect way.
Yes.
But he's going to sit there and call everyone else a pedo pogo all day, every day, 24/7, and think that he's doing some work that's good. It's ridiculous.
If we're being honest, that is what most of the people on the internet do every fucking day. They get up and excuse me, but because they don't actually have they get up and go, or the will and desire to go do something good. They do it by proxy, by pointing out someone else bad, thinking that shows how good I am. Look how bad this guy is. That's what, I don't know, 80% of this fucking internet is. At least 60, man. 70.
Yeah.
Probably right.
And I honestly say I do something different. Probably not most of the time, but I strive to create something useful instead. But I pretty much do the same thing most of the time.
But you're not a hypocrite.
Yeah.
You're not falsely accusing people that aren't doing anything wrong. That's the big difference.
Where there's plenty of people who's actually doing stuff wrong I could point to.
Both, I don't know, man. I guess I do that shit with the cops, man. But I don't know, man. I lose respect for motherfuckers who that is what you do. You stay up all night and gather data on a motherfucker, and then the next day you post upcoming so-and-so, I'm gonna do this and that, and then you go on there and you talk all sorts of shit about them. This is the job? If that's the job, where's the other half? If you're gonna tear a motherfucker down, you're at least responsible for bringing them up to under God. If you're gonna tear him down that much, I want to see the other half of you big up in him or other people just as much.
Go. That's some good stuff right there, Joe.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
And Steven does that a lot too. With he just insults people and calls them names and makes virtue signaling and name calling. It's the same old.
Yes, and somehow people equate that to I look good. I mean, look, I can't be bad because look how bad this shitty guy is. So I'm not so bad.
Yeah,
but the issue is that he has nothing to show for. I'm saying, what would happen to me if I follow King Steven's advice? Well, I'd probably go nowhere because that's where he is.
I don't know what its advice was to you, but I wouldn't, be lining up to follow that dude's advice.
Talk about poser, loser.
Yes, it's hard to get the authentic him, and that I don't know, that's red flags for me. Like let's say Tommy, since we're naming names and shit, it's hard to get to authentic him, or Paul. Whenever it's hard to get to an authentic person, it turns me on alert. It's like, what is it that this guy is about his authentic self that he wants to shield so bad? Then you got to catch a motherfucker when he been live for 12 hours and drunk or high, and then suddenly you see what the guy is really like.
That's so true, Joe. I think Tommy's like I used to want to carry his jockstrap all over the place. I thought he was the greatest troll I'd ever seen for a while. Like,
what changed,
I got on
bro?
board, and it just, I don't know. It's like
wait. Let me finish that sentence. I'll tell you what changes. He attacked you. That's what always changes. He started attacking you.
Well, that's not no. It's really his dog died. Then he went off the deep end. That's what really changed.
Yeah,
that's possible too.
I thought when his dog died is when he got where you could talk to him and he went normal for some weeks. I thought that was because his dog died. Everybody was like, damn.
No,
Tommy acting regular.
No, well, no, he was actually going unhinged. That's when he had to fall with Venus Cupcake and Jack and me. So he was actually going unhinged.
Snowfire and everyone, basically. I mean, he was reduced to talking to some guy in South America or something who had a wooden log cabin.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad. Like, I don't know what it's like. 1 step forward, 8 steps back with him. Yes,
when
he said he was a Christian, I actually believed him. But the more we get into it, like, I think he's falling away fast.
Interesting.
Yeah, most but Christians, don't worry. Illuminati says we'll burn in hell because we didn't follow him. as if his hellfire would do any damage to us.
I have to follow, but it is difficult to listen to. That's why I can't listen to Paul, because you got to get chastised and chided before you can hit a message. And I don't know. I be feeling like, I don't know, it's messages elsewhere I can go get easier than being made fun of and humiliated for 20 minutes to hit a jewels.
Yeah. And Paul and Illuminati don't like, in fact, King Stephen too, don't like interacting with me because they can send the insults and I'll just absorb them. It didn't really affect me. It just worked.
Yeah. I noticed, man, it'd be amazing, motherfucker. You be asking for the smoke and they be jumping everybody but you. You could be in the motherfucking room, outside the room, going live. Bitch ass nigga, if I see him again, and you'll be on panel and no one's jumping you, but everybody else didn't jump by these guys.
Yeah, so I mean, I say, bring the whole team up here with you. You're gonna need them.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe they get one more person. They'll I think last night I streamed when I have both King Stephen and Officer Snaps on, I didn't bother backstage them even a single time. I don't need to. I don't care if my reputation's attacked because they don't have any. They can't back up anything they say. So who cares about their opinion?
Yeah.
Steven must think that he's high IQ because I bet you he used to be able to like insult people like on the fly, but like he's got none of that game left anymore because all he does is revert to the same, cockroach, peon, peasant, whatever piss. It's all he's washed up. He's already washed up already.
Yeah, he knows routine, huh?
Yeah, he needs to get a thesaurus. But luckily, he's online perpetually, so he can probably find a thesaurus pretty easily.
I don't think I'm subbed. I'd ever see him.
The other thing about him is he will, I guess he's like kind of like leading, I don't know what it is, a cult, his own understanding.
He's a cult leader wannabe. He's going to get people out of the hell realm and steal it, even though there's no weapons that he could even steal a Ziploc bag. As long as he can do this.
As long as he can.
Yeah, he's an emperor with no clothes. I asked him if he was wearing clothes today. He couldn't. He couldn't give me a straight answer because he's naked.
He said that you were being homosexual or something.
All right, so I just let him. So what? What if I am homosexual? What now? He didn't have the answer.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, tell your buddy to come up to the panel or whatever. And then as soon as I show up, he leaves like a couple minutes later after, you know.
He's like, afraid of Noel.
Yeah.
And he should be more afraid of me, to be honest. Because I'm that brick wall. He's not going to get around me. Not with that weak sauce.
Yeah. I'd be afraid of you too.
Yeah, and that goes for you, Illumitami. It goes for you, Pussy Paul. It goes for you, Keystone Cop Crew.
I'm gonna be selfish.
I'm the brick wall you're not going to get around, even if you all work together. So I dare you all to start working together. You're not gonna move me.
Hold on.
I don't think there's any hope for Snafu, but you know, if Vanity actually wanted to, you know, have a talk about, you know, some of the stuff that I'm concerned about, like this soul trapping stuff where he's leading people into darkness, literally, like I would definitely would do that, but I don't think he's ready for that conversation yet.
I don't even mind if he's leading people into darkness. Just be honest about it. I lead people in both directions. I'm like a tour guide.
He's you know, there's a extra punishment according to the Quran for people who do that. So I don't know if he's aware of that or if he just doesn't care, or if he's just ignorant, but it's not good.
Oh, I know what Illuminati would say. Why are you reading the Quran? Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's Abraham's religion. Why are you reading the book of Mormon? Why aren't you reading my book that I written and didn't share with anyone so no one could read it? I mean, he hasn't even told me what his favorite edition of the Bible was.
Jeez.
But we should take his word for it that he's the one true Christian, other than Bunny Christ, which is his Messiah. I don't know.
I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder if he'll show up on TMLs tomorrow. But Tommy's dangerous because he knows the actual scripture, like he knows the book and he knows like what it says. But he obviously, to me, has been fed a lot of this what I call churchanese or Christianese. You know, a lot of these cliche type of church teachings, and he thinks that's good enough to get him into the kingdom. And you know, he's got another thing coming, really, but. Heck, if you could try to tell him anything.
Well, me personally, I don't really care if I get in the kingdom or not. I have stuff to do, so if I had to go through here 2 or 3 times just to clean up, I'll do what I need to do. I'm not in a rush to get to the Celestial Country Club.
I hear you.
Hank, when you leave here, does something continue on?
Well, as far as I know, our parts are just reused, and that I don't know if it's what so would be, but I know at least my archetype will have leave an impression, and pretty much someone else would take my role. So
I think that's not what I'm thinking about. If I understand you correctly, I'm asking, well, you know, your soul, or is there something of Hank, not just you know, your body goes into the dirt and worms eat it and people benefited from it. I'm talking about an intelligence that continues on. Do you think?
I don't know what soul is yet, so I can't.
My ass, Hank, my ass. Stop dancing, bruh. It ain't got to be a soul. That's anything. That's why I didn't say soul the first time, because I didn't want you to be able to duck and dodge and dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
But yeah, I'm going to leave an archetypical impression.
I'm not sure what that is. Is that like you'll have a son? I'm not sure what an archetypical impression is.
So I'm going to leave a pattern in the universe that other people can follow and play out the same role I have played.
All right, so I think you're saying no afterlife shit in the sense that I'm talking about, where your intelligence goes on, maybe gets reincarnated, maybe goes to heaven, purgatory, whatever the millions of things they say happen afterwards. Yet none of that is popping in your head. The freak, what do you think, man? What happens afterward?
I think it depends on the person, but there's definitely your mind
Very
does not
good.
stop.
Very good.
The
It
mind
depends on the
stays.
person. I wouldn't expect it that way. That was a good answer.
Yeah. I mean, some people go straight to heaven. Some people will get reincarnated. Some people will get purgatory. Some people will go straight to hell. I mean, usually you get judged before you go to hell, but yeah, there's an afterlife. When your body ceases, your mind does not cease. There's no blank screen.
I'm of that belief. In fact, I believe that before we got here, there was something. I don't know if we left another class. We were doing something different. We were doing something here on earth, doing a lesson until we get it right, keep getting reincarnated, got out of purgatory. I don't know, but I believe something existed before that. We go here, and then we go back to that unbodily being.
Yeah, possible, but the way I see it is if you didn't remember what you were before, then it's irrelevant anyway.
So I have a question. It's I have dark mode enabled in StreamYard. Does your StreamYard client look dark in your browser?
My
Your
browser is
question?
not dark, but the client, yes.
Yeah, okay. So dark mode. So the host uses dark mode. The client also receives dark mode. So that's why I want to know. So thank you for the answer.
No problem. So I saw on the title there, Discord debate 2024. October 1. Peekaboo champs, Presups, SovCits, and record companies. Were you supposed to like have a scheduled debate with somebody?
No, I'm not a scheduled debate. So pretty much, I was loading up StreamYard, then I put a window on Discord, go into random Discord voice rooms and debate.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, so just
How do
break
you-
things up on the Panelverse and just get more people because I do discovery.
How do you get the StreamYard stream to? I'm sorry, the Discord stream to actually broadcast through StreamYard?
I just use right now. I just use present, but the problem is if I wanted to like try to restream NoJack stream in a way that it gets preserved, there's a glitch, so I had to do some more plumbing to do that. But till then, I'm just not gonna go on any streams that aren't gonna be preserved because I consider it a waste of my time. So I'll talk to you in private, or I'll talk to you in public. I'm not doing this. Well, I do in public, then I'll hide it. Then we go based on rumors. I'm not doing that.
No, that's a good idea, actually. tell you
Hank,
what.
another question. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say some of those Discord debaters that are in those streams are tough.
And most of them are pretty weak, to be honest. But what was it called? But yeah, I don't mind a paywall like Jim Bob's show because it's pretty much easily accessible if you have a job, because it's $5, $1. That's not a big deal. So just a paywall is not a big deal. But if you just get private it, I'd rather not waste my time.
Yeah.
So Joe Cool, after your mouth's empty, ask your question.
Those SovCits, they really onto something, huh?
No. Taxation is rent. So if they really wanted to not pay taxes, they'll just get the hell out of here.
What about any other arguments you got that they have that you think are solid, or that you may think there's something there?
Oh, absolutely. They have solid arguments. So
which ones can you name? And freak you too. I just wanted to start with Hank because I knew he was going to be sarcastic as fuck when I asked the question.
Yeah. So you should fight every parking ticket / traffic ticket. You should absolutely fight those because that's how you save money. In fact, the government doesn't want you to fight them. That's why you should fight them harder. What else they have? Policy and code's not the same thing as law.
Yes. What about the
And
big ones? Traveling, not driving.
traveling, not driving.
Yeah.
I haven't. If you travel without a car, then you're not driving. But if you're traveling with a car on a public road, then you're driving because that's how they define the term.
All right. Do they have an argument? Not whether they have that someone did, because I've heard people make this argument that the Constitution and UCC code, I think it is, uh, yeah, commercial something, doesn't allow for the states to overrule them, even though the states made up something saying that as long as you're behind the wheel, you're driving. But the other shit, UCC, the federal code, and the Constitution would say that if you're doing commerce, then it's logical that you pay. But they probably didn't have, I don't know, a horse. They wouldn't be thinking that anybody that just has a horse and is on the roads suddenly owes you money. Why is it now we think that anybody on a car on the roads suddenly owes you money?
I think they did think anyone on a horse on the road owes them money. I mean. So here's how the state works.
Yeah.
The state is a big gang, and
Yes.
we rent property from them. That's what we call buying land. We rent it from the state, which is why we pay rent to them as a form of tax every year, unless you're just squatting. So you don't own it, you rent it from the big gang, because if we don't follow their process, well, they have a home for you to live in, but it's a jail cell or prison cell. So if we don't want to play by the rules, well, they have a place for you.
The one last one. What about you shouldn't have to pay for land? What do you think about that? I think you're gonna go with you got to pay the mob to have some of that territory.
So if you don't have a big enough gang to actually own land, then you have to rent it. So there's one way to not have to pay for land, but you still have to pay for it by defending it.
It's fucked up because the government is supposed to be your gang, and they took your land. That's what it looks like. You got a gang that you say big enough to protect me, and they're the ones who take your shit.
Well, you're not ranked enough in the gang, so you have to pay. You have to pay. Guess your manager. You have to pay up to them because you're not ranked enough to be an owner.
If you're not president, or emperor or something, what changes do you make? What big changes do you make? Starting with the big ones.
Yeah. First of all, those record companies, they're people who profit out of dead artists or scam artists out of money. They fence off culture, ION copyright, so that we don't have this BS. We should have a free culture. We should be able to remix whatever we need to as artists.
I hear you. I just don't want to be smacking on the mic.
I gotcha. But yeah, we should just end copyright, and we'll have some kind of, I don't know, patent reform. I had to look into that more, but copyright just an obvious thing. It's there to just build fence around the culture to make people who don't contribute to the culture money for just knowing the right people. And
you're the emperor. What changes do you make? Sweeping changes. Same question I asked Hank. He said, copyrights, musical artists. What do you do?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think the SovCits stuff is it's really only got one good use that I would actually use it for, and that would be if I was convicted of a federal crime and was about facing federal time, because I've personally paid too much into the Social Security system to just forego that just so I could say I'm some sort of free nut job. Otherwise, I don't see how you can get out of jurisdiction, because you're physically in the place that they can come and get you. They can, you're using the roads. all that stuff. So I think a lot of it is just fantasy. And if I was facing a bunch of time in federal prison, I would definitely invoke that stuff and try and get out of it, and then probably have to leave the country. But at least you wouldn't have to go to jail.
I understand 100% where you're going.
And
yeah.
As far as being the king, emperor, or whatever, I would definitely, protect the borders. I would definitely lower taxes. I would definitely drill for oil and start working on a new source of energy. Like those two go hand in hand. And increase tariffs with other countries to try and get our labor market stabilized and our manufacturing market stabilized. And I think that'd be a good start. Maybe take that oil back in Syria. Actually, I would definitely take that oil back in Syria that Joe Biden gave away.
Well, I was trying to see who I was going to vote for president. Let me see. Hank, I don't make music. The Freak. I don't know. Hank looks like the Freak got policies that's going to help more people.
Well, most of the things the Freak says that we should do, we've pretty much already been doing. But I would actually support taking the oil we earned in the Iraq War back for us instead of just giving it to the megacorps.
Yeah, that's our oil. We stole it fair and square, just like Joe Biden stole the election.
Exactly. And do you want if we're gonna have someone in charge, do you want it to be the better thief or the worse thief?
I don't think Kamala could negotiate a deal, any deal that would be good for America. She's a
lawyer.
She's not going to be able to do that. Like, we're going to get screwed on every deal.
She worked as a federal prosecutor for like 20 years, so I think she can actually negotiate. And we gave Donald Trump a try. He didn't make America great again. I mean, I have three.
Yeah, you ain't lying. He didn't drain the swamp. His first big action was to cut taxes for the super wealthy and do something. I forgot, some weird shit.
I'll show you.
For everybody.
Oh, and for corporations and for big corporations, you cut taxes for the uber wealthy and big corporations.
Well, everybody got the tax cuts. He did do the corporate tax thing because they were at 39% for a long time, which is pretty ridiculous. But the fact of the matter is, when he came in, the Wall Street CEOs, they weren't spending on capital expenditure. They call it CapEx. They weren't reinvesting into their company for R&D or anything. And until he cut those taxes, then they started investing in CapEx again. So I was okay with it.
I haven't decided on that. That may have been okay, a good policy, but generally, I voted for this guy twice. This is a real Trump hat from his official website. I'm not voting for him again because he didn't make America great again, like you said, and he kowtowed to Lord Fauci for literally half his administration at least. Plus, he said he was hiring the best people, and he ended up having to fire pretty much all of them, and saying they were the worst people. I mean, he's not a good manager. I saw the red flags with The Apprentice. But I didn't know. I didn't read them properly, so I saw them with The Apprentice, but I couldn't read the flags properly because I didn't have enough experience.
I mean, it just goes to show you how what snakes are actually living in Washington, D.C. I mean, they are all in, and they will do anything to get their way. And, if you're kind of you give someone the benefit of the doubt, like Trump probably, or like even me, or probably even you, or whoever, that these people are cutthroats. They are not good people. And it started with Jeff Sessions. I mean, the guy was running, part of his campaign was doing stuff for the campaign for Donald Trump. And then next thing you know, when he got to be Attorney General, he basically recused himself, and he would even take a phone call from the president.
Trump with them AGs, though, I don't know. Trump was the worst. Everyone that told him he was doing something wrong or illegal, he fired him and put someone in who would agree with everything he said. I don't know how bright that was. He ended up with Barr who would do everything he said. I think Barr, they trying to, take him to jail or something now, for all the illegal shit he did. Like, for instance, the Barr shit, when the Mueller report came back, instead of just reading the report, the Barr came out and gave a speech first, saying what was in the report, saying that, this part was bogus and the Russia shit, he's clear. So Mueller had to come in. And Mueller didn't even speak at the time. He never gave shit on camera, and say like, no, that is not what I said. I did not say the Russia shit didn't happen. I said there's plenty here, but it is not under my purview. You got to send it to the congressmen and shit, because they're the ones who decide whether to do something to them. But Barr was that guy who went out there before him, would put his head on the chopping block and do anything Trump asked. And now he's being investigated or something.
Yes, all Trump's lawyers need lawyers. They were so bad.
Yeah, he can't even get a fucking lawyer now, not a high end lawyer, because all of them that he hired, they saw what he do to them. He throw them all under the bus, and they all get in trouble. So he had so much getting the lawyers. They all backstabbed him.
They all staked him out, man. I mean, he trusted a bunch of people, and they all basically, they didn't have his back. And now he gets in, he's going to clean house, and that's really what's needed.
That's what he said the first time. I don't believe him.
Well, I mean, he tried to play. You're right. I mean, he tried to play the game. He tried to play the red-blue game, and he found out what Washington was all about. By the time he figured out that they were all snakes, he was already knee deep in the second impeachment.
Well, I'm just surprised how ignorant he is. When he was paying attention, he said he was bond so politicians himself. So it's incredible how ignorant he was, assuming what he said was factual in the first place.
Well, he was pretty much being investigated the whole time, which is absolutely absurd. He had the whole apparatus of the media against him. He had all the Democrats totally against him, doing all their virtue signaling and all their BS communist tactics. And he still got a bunch of stuff done. He got the USMCO done. He got the he got a lot done in foreign affairs.
He locked me in my house for 2 years.
Yeah, he paid all those trillions of dollars to Big Pharma and had them sign deals saying they ain't got to give us none of the profits, and they can't be held accountable if one of us dies and that type of shit. He did all that too.
No, that was done way back in like 1984. If you're talking about vaccinations and stuff, but
I'm talking about lockdown.
Anything that Trump's done for Big Pharma is what Kamala and Joe Biden are doing right now. And they piggybacked off of a part of his policy, and they're claiming like they did something great. Well, he was already doing that. Not only that, Donald Trump was in a catch-22 no matter what he did. He could have not listened to Fauci, and then he would have been massacred and crucified. Or he could have listened to Fauci and then delegated to the governors what they were supposed to do, and they all end up locking down. And so, like, now he's crucified for that. It's a catch-22.
So, like, you're making excuses for him, because if, you go to war under Obama, I can't be like, well, it was a catch-22. Either he goes to war or they raid the country and kill us all. He had to go to war. I can't use that shit. If it happened under his watch, he was responsible, right?
Well, it depends on the situation you're talking about.
And he didn't fight it. They didn't take him in dragging and kicking and screaming. He was like, yes, let's do this. I'm going to usher in Operation Warp Speed. We're going to get this shit to you super fast. He wasn't like some puppy that was drawn in. He was all in and killing your ass. Not to mention, he gave them all that fucking money to get this shit done. And they didn't run tests and shit. He fucking crazy.
Dude, the whole COVID thing was a complete. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't Donald Trump's fault, because he could have. Just think if he wouldn't have listened to Fauci, okay, what the press would have crucified him or whatnot. They would have said 5 million deaths were his fault and all the bullshit. Operation Warp Speed is nothing but what he could do legally to get shit done.
Okay.
That's all.
As if he cared about the law, because he barely followed the law for everything else.
Well, he does. I mean, he's not a lawyer, so he has to ask 5 lawyers what to do before he does anything anyway. That's another thing.
But in that case, we should only have we should only elect lawyer politicians since they're the only ones that can follow the law.
Yeah, what do we need Trump for then? If he just gonna ask for lawyers for shit, we could do that.
Because it's like another checks and balance. It's a silent checks and balance, because then you don't have like a lawyer basically trying to backdoor the law. He has to ask lawyers what to do, and if he's consulting with multiple lawyers, then he's kind of guided into what's legal, and that's all he did. He didn't just make decisions on the fly.
Well, if he followed stuff that's legal, how's he in so much legal trouble right now?
You're talking about
I'm talking about Trump. How is Trump in so much
because,
legal trouble if he followed the law?
Well, because you saw the Democrats, all they did was project the weaponization of the Department of Justice, and you're seeing it now. It's just a continuation of the Russiagate. They've been trying to get it since day one.
But W didn't get in this much trouble.
But who?
George W. Bush didn't get in this much trouble.
Well, Obama had 8 years to plan for this stuff, I guess. I don't know. They don't like
Obama didn't get in this trouble. Or maybe you're making excuses and do illegal shit. It sounds like you haven't even considered that.
No, because he's clean. If the if the CIA couldn't get him before his presidency and during his presidency, the dude is clean. That's all I can say.
So Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, all the rest of those people who they tried to impeach and took to court, all of them were clean too? Or is it just Trump?
Bill Clinton actually was impeached, but nothing happened. And also, Bill Clinton fired the FBI director right around the time Vince Foster died. And so ever since then, the FBI has been compromised because he's got his people in the Justice Department.
But I'm saying everyone else who's faced, they're going to go to jail for this, they never do. They all get off. Any big name motherfuckers.
Right. No, they never do. They never do. And everyone was, I liked Obama, I thought he was a good stabilizer after the idiot that Bush was. But it turns out like he was doing covert communist, whatever in the background, because we found out during the Tea Party thing that, they were weaponizing the IRS against them. And it was just, it ended up turning bad because Obama didn't like Trump or whatever. And the whole Washington establishment, well, he was like a darling to them. And you even see it in the press conferences at the end of his presidency. Everybody's laughing, joking, and it's like some of the stuff was outlandish.
You're aware that that Trump, because they both do it. It's called politics. They both do it. I don't know why you think Trump don't. He very famously held the aid was voted for military aid for the Ukraine, something like $500 billion or something. 400.
No, that's what he got impeached for. But you know what that was based on?
I do know what it was based on, but
you know what? You know what it was based on for real? A rumor and a whistleblower law. That's how they got to impeach him. It's ridiculous.
Yes. So you're saying he didn't do it because he did?
Right, he didn't do it.
You say he did not?
He said, you're investigating Biden, right? Call my lawyer. That's all he said, basically. And,
no, that is not all he. That's not all he said. In fact, I'm pretty sure I could, because I was just looking at it recently, could find some tape. Not only did he do it, he had the whistleblower. He made them do some shit where he wanted the name of the whistleblower, put it out there, and the whistleblower called shit. And the witnesses who were there when the shit happened, who worked for the White House, he wouldn't let them testify. He tried to claim client privilege and all of this shit, and they said none of that shit was legal. They can testify if they want. Then he threatened them if they testified, and only 2 of them testified. The guy who was at the table when he made the call, and you could hear him talking. Somebody recorded that side of the conversation. They were talking about Kim Kardashian wanted ASAP Rocky. It was a long conversation. Could you pardon them? And yeah, this is the big guy on the phone, and they was talking to him. And then they got him saying, no, Biden did it also. I'm saying they both do it, and you're aware of Biden, but you're not aware of Trump doing that shit. Then he said that, no, I didn't do it. I'd never do nothing like that. And then later on, he admitted that, yeah, I did it, but I did it for this and that. And And you know, excuse me.
He released the phone call. That's the thing. He released the whole
I
transcript.
think you said it's not true. All right, hold on. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I might. Hopefully, I'll save the file. Give me 1 second. I gotta.
Meanwhile, Biden did say that he basically blackmailed the leader of the Ukraine at the time to fire the prosecutor that was looking at Hunter Biden and his board position at Burisma. So Donald Trump released the phone call publicly to Zelensky at the time, and he was approving all the stuff that they wanted for Ukraine. He even gave more than Obama. And what you had was the balloon head Vindman, twin brother balloon head Vindman, start a rumor, and some other guy, whoever was the whistleblower, and because the whistleblower law, they were able to impeach Donald Trump. So basically, a rumor and a whistleblower law, and your whole constitution is trash.
All right.
Is that
No,
why
I can't.
Officer House claims he's a journalist?
I can't find it. I didn't save it. Is what I didn't do.
I could just look for it. What should I query?
Yeah. Trump withholds military funding from the Ukraine.
I put a phone call with Zelensky, something like that. Trump's phone call with Zelensky released publicly.
Actually, you can put a number.
Oh, I did find something. Let me share this tab. So timeline. So this is the Center for Public Inquiry. Timeline: How Trump withheld Ukraine aid by R. Jeffrey Smith. Reading time 2 minutes. So the Center for Public Inquiry is a nonprofit newsroom that investigates betrayals of public trust. So the Trump administration's 55-day halt this summer on hundreds of millions of dollars in military assistance and weapon sales to Ukraine was initially unpublicized. What's now known as that is that the Defense and State Departments, along with an overwhelming majority in Congress, strongly supported assisting Ukraine, a country attempting to fend off Russian inroads on its territory. But as congressional hearings have made clear, the assistance was opposed by one man, President Donald Trump. Because of the White House attempt to hide information about the interruption in aid to Ukraine, an issue central to U.S. House impeachment proceedings against Trump, key details about have been remained murky. When it did start, who in the government knew about? How did they react to, and what did they say to one another? And while it's evident many inside the government was either confused or upset about it, the White House has blocked the release of key documents reflecting what they were saying to each other. That's why the Center for Public Inquiry filed 2 Freedom of Information Act requests in late September, seeking copies of emails and other communication between the White House of Management and Budget Departments.
That sounds old because they found the files now. They were hidden in a military computer. He had kicked everybody out the White House office. The lady who took notes, he took her notes and balled them up, kicked everybody out and told someone, how do we hide this? And somebody told him the best way to do it is in a military computer only the admirals have, and he hid it in there. That's where it was found. This sounds like it was old.
I don't know what that's what you're even talking about there. This was from also came from testimony of ambassadors, of people that were in the Ukrainian, our embassy in Ukraine.
Yeah, I saw it. It was a chick.
It was a rumor.
I saw the chick testify. What was the rumor? I saw the chick testify.
The rumor was that he was strong-arming Ukraine for an investigation of Biden in return for those weapons.
Well, she said it. The chick at the embassy who testified at the impeachment, she said he absolutely was. She said she was firmly there, this and that. Her and her people were working on what the official shit was. Trump had Giuliani and them 2 guys who got arrested go over there and do the Ukraine sneaky shit for him. And that's what she testified. She said he absolutely strong arms. Zelensky himself at the time said that, yes, I was about to fold. Biden called me and said, don't worry about it. We got this. He said I was with hours of folding when he told me that and did a news story broke and they released the funds. He said I was about to do exactly what he told me to do because I felt like I was under pressure. Now, I know about all of that shit because I look at both sides. You don't investigate both sides thoroughly. No, Biden did the same shit for I don't know how many shits. And his son worked for Burisma. The same shit. Before Biden was president, I said this is gonna be great because he's doing the same shit that Trump did with the kid and then all that bullshit. The same shit.
It's not the same, man. And you're convoluting both of the situations, which are different, because that woman was testifying about the Biden and then about Trump, which she didn't know about. She testified that she heard a rumor in the cafeteria about the strong arm call. But if you do another inquiry or whatever, you'll find that Donald Trump released that phone call to Zelensky. And at the end of the call, he basically says, hey, call my lawyer about the Biden thing. And that's all he said.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about something different. I'm not convoluting anything. The girl was very clear. She told about what other witnesses they should call to get to the matter. She wasn't beating around or talking about Biden. It was all about Trump. It was at the impeachment hearing.
If she knew everything, then how come they were asking her who else they should call?
How come they asked her who else? I don't know.
Because they don't have a good whip or something.
I'm assuming it's a good question for everyone you bring in. You ask who else should we contact? Who knows more about this? I'm assuming they asked everyone.
Maybe, but her testimony was hearsay when it came to the Donald Trump phone call.
Yes, so it means that it was hearsay. So what?
Right.
Is this what we do when Obama or Bill Clinton or Hillary goes to court? We say, they were indicted 59 times, but it don't mean nothing because the Republicans are up to something. Is that what we do for them? Or is this just something we do for the Republicans?
No. They don't ever get indicted on the Democrat side. And if they do, guess what they do? They have a judge in the D.C. circuit say, oh, well, you can't be charged with conspiracy unless a crime has been convicted already. And then they get off.
Sound like Trump, the motherfucker got 89 convictions. They done dropped it to 59. He's still going to be president. Sounds like both sides do the same shit.
Well, the thing is, Trump's got a chip on his shoulder now, and he's going to clean house.
He did that.
I don't believe you.
Well, if they tried to put you in jail, Hank, let's just say you tried to, for the country's sake, you tried to work in peace for your first term, and it didn't work out. Now they're trying to put you in jail. Now you're back in office. Are you going to be playing nice again?
No, you're going to do what they did. You're going to hire your CIA and FBI to go after your political opponents. He is no different from no one else. He did it last time.
But Joe Kusab would probably do that.
Okay. So basically, you guys are both saying at this point, basically, you're for the establishment. You're good with it. Everything's fine.
I don't know why you heard that weird shit.
What I'm saying is, well, they're here, and I can't get rid of them like with a speech. I don't buy that talk line. If I just talk to them, they'll go ahead and change their mind. I don't believe that.
Well, yeah, I don't buy that either. But Donald Trump is the executor of the executive branch, and he has the power to fire everybody. And so he probably will fire a lot of people. He'll probably release the JFK tapes now that he's been shot at. He'll probably actually do that now. That was one thing that he didn't do.
Yeah, that's my point.
Right.
That's my
point.
He didn't.
It's probably not good news. He doesn't want to make the country look bad. So if he would have released that, it would have made us look bad because the CIA is completely rogue at this point.
Every 4 years, I got to listen to crazy people who be like, I don't believe in politics. Both sides are evil, except this one guy. Every fucking 4 years, everybody think this one guy is going to do it. Trump's already had a shot. I'm going to drain the swamp, build a wall. Mexico going to pay for it. I'm going to do it. He didn't do none of that shit. The man added a third to the deficit. He made so much money out of thin air. It was incredible.
That's ridiculous. But let me ask you this: what is
all of it's true though?
No, it's not true. Actually, Congress
part?
passes the budget. Congress passes the he signs off on it, but he doesn't. Congress hasn't even passed a real budget in 10.
Wait. Because Obama made a lot of money out of thin air too, and I always get on his ass about that. Are you telling me now I have an excuse for him? I suggest say Congress passes the budget. He didn't put all those trillions of dollars on a deficit. It wasn't Obama, it was Congress. Or is that just for Trump? Do you see where I'm going?
Read the Constitution. The budget is the main purpose of Congress.
That's great. Yeah. So Obama didn't add to the deficit at all. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to say that he. Listen,
nor Biden.
It's not the president's responsibility to drop the budget. Okay, he signs off on it or he declines it and tells them to renegotiate. But it's ultimately Congress's job.
I get you, but I didn't say nothing about budget. I say under Trump, he added a third to the deficit.
Well, how could he do that by himself? How could he do that by himself if Congress didn't write it up?
Well, I don't think any president does anything by themselves, right? But they're the president, they get shit done, they orchestrate shit, move who they gotta move. No president is Nero and does it by themselves. That's kind of a false argument there.
He uses his political leverage, but the thing is, he's still not legislating the budget, which is primary. That's the primary purpose of Congress itself.
You know it's going to come back to bite you that you're saying the president at the time is not responsible for however big the deficit goes. That'll bite you somewhere when in the room when I'm not even here.
I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm not hanging my hat on that because the Obama trillions for the bank bailouts was Bush's was the residual from Bush's fucking presidency.
Oh, don't let Obama off the hook because that slick bastard, whatever 700 billion or something he gave them, they gave it to their CEOs and shit like that. And then supposedly the White House said, what do you mean? We gave that to you because we, the people, were promised that their money would be used to bail out the housing problem. And they gave it to all their CEOs and shit. And told him, hey, man, you know, these people are expensive. We had to keep them. He turned around and wrote him another check for the exact same amount and say, all right, now this time you better give it to the people like you promised. No one is that stupid. No way I'm going to believe that was a fucking $2 trillion mistake. That was part of the fucking plan. Obama's a puppet.
That's what ended up happening, yes. But I think that Obama was naive at the time, and that's what happened. But at the same time, we're looking at another bank bailout here pretty soon, and it's probably gonna, you know, who knows how they're gonna handle it. But to me, that's not like when I think of Obama, I don't think about that as being the biggest problem with him, or you know, at all.
Yeah.
Because,
all right.
You know, there's other things that I mean, I liked Obama because he was good enough to keep the friggin' White House stable. He didn't have the perverted friggin', you know. Things going on like Clinton. He wasn't an idiot like Bush.
He was smart. Okay? Yeah.
Bush destabilized the presidency for you know, at the time because it was just so chaotic, and he was such a stumbler.
Yeah, it was run by Cheney and ugly. That other dude. Yeah.
And you know, and we got to the quagmire over there in Iraq. It was just terrible. It was terrible. So Obama was like, you know, finally somebody who's like not going to get in trouble. Somebody who gets up every morning and is competitive and play golf with Tiger Woods, you know, and then play
basketball.
It was okay. I was okay with him, you know, but then the party thing happened. That was not good. And then when he basically started running the communist friggin' lines about and gaslighting Trump on all the stuff, that's when, you know, I started not liking him.
Obama wasn't a communist; he was a neoliberal.
Okay.
It's hard to know anymore, man. You know, because when Elijah Cummings had passed and he was at the funeral, all he did was spew the Democrat line of whatever they were spewing at the time. It was line for line, you know, precept by precept, line for line, the same.
That's how Joe Biden does it. Joe Biden is the worst. He just say all the Democratic lines, you know, it's just horrible. It's the worst puppet I've ever seen. He don't even put his own personality into it. It's just he quote the lines like he's been told. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Joe Rogan used to have Joe Biden nights because Joe Biden said the super stuff. So
yeah, he got Trump nights too. Trump say so.
Okay, how about this, Joe? How about Joe Biden, according to, you know, the elector, whatever, They said that Joe Biden got more black votes than Obama. Do you believe that?
Joe Biden went up against. Oh, they both went up against. Wait, did they both go up against Trump?
We're talking about
No.
Biden versus Trump in 2020.
Who?
No, Obama never ran against
Hillary.
Trump.
Hillary. It was Hillary. Trump went up against. All right.
Yes.
All right.
But they're saying that Biden in 2020 got more black voters than Donald Trump. I'm sorry. Donald Trump, but also that even more black voters voted for Joe Biden than they ever did for Obama.
So here's the issue: we're supposed to be using a secret ballot. So how did they figure that out?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They would have done some type of polling outside the place, supposedly, I guess.
Yeah, I was polling inside a place. Then that's possible. They were more voters.
Don't have to anymore.
Yeah,
but I don't believe for 1 second that Joe Biden pulled more black voters than Obama did. There's no way I would ever buy that story.
Well, there's more voters in general than there could. There could be more black voters too.
Yeah, but not more than that would have voted for Obama. That black people wanted Obama in the White House, so he was in full effect. They went out and voted for him. But you're telling me that they had the same enthusiasm for bird brain Biden?
I don't think
Biden's Obama's vice president. So
I know that, but still, I don't
think it was votes for Biden as much it was anti-Trump, anti-Republican shit. I don't think nobody's really enthused about Biden or Kamala for that matter.
Probably, but I'm just saying that I don't think black voters are going to go out and really push for Biden over Obama in terms of total number of votes.
Oh God,
it's not black.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So I mean, that's just one little thing, but not only that, Joe Biden is totally like unfuckable. If you ask any woman, like totally unfuckable. And I don't care what anyone says.
He's married, though.
Women do not vote for unfuckable. It just doesn't happen.
He's married. He's married to a doctor.
Yeah.
So somebody's fucking around. He was young.
I tell you what, Joe Biden was on that train every day for 4 hours going from Delaware to Washington, D.C. She was working at a university where there's fresh meat every semester.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Tell me that's his daughter. I don't know.
When Joe Biden was young, I remember he did that Anita Hill shit. I remember thinking, I'd vote for that dude. I was like really young and shit, but I was thinking I'd vote for that dude if he ever ran for president because the shit was so bipartisan. Oh, I'm sorry, partisan. He was the only one up there who was trying to, he was a chair and he was trying to hear both sides. And I thought he gave him an honest ear. And all these years later, he turned into Antichrist.
Yeah, I was a teabagger when I was young. I was Republican. Right now, I don't pick a wing. I want the whole bird.
Yeah.
I'm issue by issue voter.
As the pick for Obama, when Obama picked Biden, I was like, oh, that's a great solid pick, And I was thankful to Biden because Biden is probably the person who kept all the perverts away from Obama. Okay. That was the best thing he probably ever did that we don't know about. I'm just speculating, but when Biden was running against Hillary and whatnot, during the Democratic National primaries, when Mitt Romney was the Republican guy, he was the only guy that was like not PC. He was not politically correct, and so he spoke his mind, and I like that too. He seemed like a real.
That's what like about Trump too. That's what got Mitt in trouble. Somebody recorded him in a speech, and he was talking about how divided the parties are. It's super close. He was telling us a bunch of rich people, it's like 49-51. It's so close that we all have to go out and make sure it gets done because that side over there, they don't really think for themselves. Anybody who give them something for free, 51% of the country is going to vote for him. So he was saying that about all of the 51%. That shit leaked, and he was downhill from there.
Yes, and Mitt Romney said he had binders for women, kind of like King Stephen has a harem. So that was kind of funny.
Well, I voted for McCain because I'm in Arizona, and after that, I never voted again.
Yeah, I liked McCain. I can't bullshit you. I don't know if I would have wanted to be president. And to show me that I was right, uh, McCain, he tried to play it straight without negative shit. And he just couldn't win because that crazy ass bitch Sarah Palin was saying crazy shit and all of that shit. So they brought a motherfucker in and told him he has to get dirty. And he did. And it got so dirty that it turned into Obama's a Muslim and people were spitting on the black senators and shit like that. And then one lady stood up and was like, yeah, I don't like him because he's a Muslim. And dude pulled her back and was like, wait. He's a good guy, family man, you know what I'm saying? And all of that, most people, Trump, all these low-life politicians, Kamala, Biden, they all would have rolled right in there and piled in. He pulled them back and it changed the whole climate. It was always something good about him. He went crazy. They get crazier and crazier, man. Obama, Trump, and Biden has made some like 90% of the money in existence of this country in these last 3 presidencies. Our prices and inflation's got to go through the roof now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird how
too.
I need to do a stream reading how the monetary systems works because I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, but it is a crazy thing. I don't get it yet. And I got into cryptocurrency very, very early, so I should be fine. But still, how the money. I kind of barely understand how the money's supposed to be working, so I need to read that definition of the monetary system, assuming that's published anywhere.
Right. I wonder what it is you need to know about it. You want to know about it. I know you know as much about it as I do. What exactly? When we talked about how much money they made out of thin air, I know the basics. You make money out of thin air, and you decrease the value of money. But then
you get more power because you're pulling stuff in the future, so you'll have more leverage.
It's dope fame mentality. Everybody spends more money, and you get to short term. You sacrifice the long term for the short term. You boost the economy and all of that bullshit for 5-6 years, and then everybody's paying $8 for a gallon of milk.
Yeah, except for the fact that the long terms made out of more short terms, and but the short terms stick together anyways, so it always makes sense to do so. So.
Yes, that's apparently that's what they do. Everybody come in with short-term solutions, and Bill Clinton, I remember he had balanced the budget, right? He was, I think the last president to do some shit like that. Everybody else just spends crazy.
Well, he got lucky because of the .com bubble.
I agree with that.
It couldn't have hurt, right? All this. New billionaires, it couldn't hurt them.
Yeah, well, we had bubbles that we could have rolled up, but we just didn't do so. But that's kind of why I want to learn about the monetary system.
Yeah, that's when flow come into play.
But yeah, I like that I have control over this panel. I can focus on actual problems rather than bullshit.
Yes. What actual problems? Because there's an argument to be said that, and I think it's a bad argument, but I'll throw it out there that we're talking about shit over our head, man. We can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but at least we're honest about it. It's not like I'm saying I just need to go and talk to Congress and then they'll just do what I tell them to do. It makes no sense.
No, yeah. Well,
I like the thought, but it doesn't make enough sense.
Yes.
I mean, I don't. Jack's great and all, but like, I don't know how he's got the juice to get it done like that. Like, he's not Obama. Or he's not.
You'd hear it.
He's kind of crazy.
Even if I said Obama, he couldn't do it. Obama couldn't do it if he wanted to.
But if you had to bet, your last $20 on one of them, bet
on Obama.
You'd see it in Jack during the show. You'd see him have a gift of gab or have something. It'd be something there if he was that guy who's just going to walk in there and say the magic words, which I don't think there's a thing. because you can't peel one away because the votes are so tight now. Every fucking time, every Democrat has to vote this way, every Republican that way, or something's at jeopardy. If you don't play ball, you don't get to that position. Ain't no wild card getting to that position that ain't proven that he was going to roll with the team. So no, you're not going to go up in there and whisper in one motherfucker ear and bring down the fucking world.
Yeah, I appreciate the notion. I like the goal. It's just it's the way he wants to do it. It's not actionable, and I don't. And he can tell me I'm stupid because I don't understand. But I'll say, well, I have money, you don't. So I think I think I know what I'm doing more than you do.
Less, Hank, than him calling you stupid and saying you don't understand. I have more of a problem with him getting mad at motherfuckers for not helping him. I don't think if that's your great plan and I call it crazy, you're allowed to say, well, fuck you. I got a great plan. But you're mad at me because I won't help you with the plan that I think is crazy. That you just gaslight me or something now. Yeah. I don't even know what you're doing. How are you gonna get mad at me? I told you it's a bad idea. If you just help me, Joe, I'm not gonna help you murder a motherfucker out of guilt. No.
I mean, I do help him, but the thing is, I still can't comprehend what his strategy is overall. Well, I understand it, but I just know it's not going to work because I let him do it and it doesn't work. He doesn't know that it's not going to work yet.
If he can't sway Hank, how's he going to sway Senator so-and-so? If he can't sway the freak, if he ain't learned how to talk to Joe without booting him every fucking third show, how the fuck is he going to talk to these guys?
Well, he has swayed me, but he's trying. His main target's Pussy Paul, and that's not. They mirrors each other. They're not going to sway. They're not going to move. So you go in some different direction. And it's not like Paul has. Jack believes Paul has something, and I already demonstrated that Paul doesn't have anything. He doesn't even have $20 of disposable income. So I don't need.
Well, hold on. I hate to be the guy sitting for Paul, but we all have a piece, a portion, and Paul has a chunk that I like. Let's be honest. He got his shortcomings. One is that he's so sensitive you can't even tell him about his shortcomings. That's a big one, right? So he'll stay like that if no one can criticize him. But he also has some answers too, man.
Yeah, he throws a fit every time he gets criticized, and he tries to by criticism to prove he won't throw a fit. Then when you criticize him, throw a fit. That's why he's a noob. That's why he gets into why he's stuck in power games all the time.
Yes.
And once someone overpowers him, then he's even more frustrated.
It's like being with a cop. As long as you show that you're willing to submit, you'll get along forever. The moment you ask that question, that cop a question is uncomfortable, you get a guy who you be like, "What the fuck did this dude come from?"
Yeah. And he covers it up by the notion that he's everyone's daddy, displaying his own daddy issues. This is ridiculous.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, he's literally just 2 years older than I am. He claims he's daddy to people who's older than he is, and he like I said, he doesn't have disposable income, but he's winning somehow. So he should be the co-leader that has total control of my life because he has a few homeless people fans of his.
There are a lot of good arguments, man, that wealth has nothing to do with money. And the more shit you have, the more you're burdened. Vanity, all this vanity, chasing of the spirits, chasing of the winds, vexation of the spirits, Ecclesiastes, King Solomon. There are good arguments that money shit is a distraction. I don't like to put that as the end all be all. I give it a portion, but I can't judge a man on his fucking bread because a lot of people I admire, that wasn't what they were about. These niggas will step away from homeless.
Well, good news. Officer Snaps is here.
Hey, what up, Snap?
Greetings, Officer Snaps.
Greetings, Officer.
Joe Cool, you've been cupcaking it with pedophiles and traitors too yourself, Joe Cool. Any explanation for that?
I don't know which one you.
Joe Cool. Did you think,
I'm sorry that you just go ahead. I'm sorry. Say again.
Monograph video was appropriate, and then
I didn't see monograph. I'm sorry, I'm not getting to answer any of these questions.
So Flow State promoted a fantasy of an old man raping a child, and Flow State doubled down on that shit.
Yes, not Porn Bomber Defender.
I didn't see it.
Total Earth was playing it too.
Well, how about you give me your email and we're gonna send you some optics on why we're fucking telling you that Flow State's pedophile supporting piece of shit.
You have my email. Just send it to me. I'll give it to Joe Cool.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'll do that. Hank.
Yeah. I mean, I platformed a Porn Bomber Defender, and that's you, Officer Snaps.
Yeah, I'm strike. We're gonna strike the fuck and take the Mel. By the way, Pandora Mel is new on our hit list for the strike team. So go strike team go.
What did Mel do?
Dude, she has Botox, fake toxin lips, and she supports pedophile supporters like Resto, the Chesto, the fucking pedophile. Guinea. That motherfucker looks like an anorexic Eugenie Coon. Hey, that dude looks like an anorexic
You got totally
Eugenie
roasted
Coon
today by Resto, dude. You got
So I just want to get
Resto didn't roast me, dude. OTW made about $160 with drama instead of caring about the U.S. ports closing down, instead of caring that we're on strike right now and we're about to be fucked, instead of caring Jerusalem's getting hit by missiles as we speak. Yeah, OTW showed his optics. They were more drama sells versus looking at real world optics. I made my point.
Everyone is sick of you. That's because everyone is sick of
you're
you
fucking
spreading
freak.
lies and
You're
bullshit.
a ball sucker. You put their balls in your mouth so deep. Even Hank the Jab has enough discernment to not be culted up with fucking Paul Enslaved or OTW. Even Hank the Jab has fucking come out of his
over there?
woodwork. You fucking culted fuck.
Why are you
going over there? I thought they were bad panels, Officer Snaps. Why are you hanging out with Vito Pogos like Pussy Paul and OTW? What are our standards? Even Hank the Jab knows not to go over there. Why are you going over there?
Yeah, like, come on. And by the way, going after Mel is like, you saw what happened today. Everybody rallied around her, man. What are you thinking?
Right, she's a bitch. She's a culted feminist bitch that looks like she has her lips are as Botoxed as could be. Like, you guys are literally. Again, I got kicked off panel because they got triggered in corner. Mel did fuck someone and is in a divorce for certain reasons. She's lied about that shit. Y'all fucking believe this fucking whore on YouTube? Y'all believe this whore on YouTube?
Wait a second. You believe Tarek?
It's not Tarek. I heard it from multiple sources as well. Real sources in her life. Again, I deal with real journalists, real whistleblowers.
Yeah, I want to see it. Can you send it to me? Do you need my email again? It's oflame03@gmail.com. Let me put in a public chat for you, just in case you lost it.
I mean, dude saw like everybody was rallying around Mel. She has never even spoke to him, and I mean, Resto came in and just blasted him off the face of the earth.
Yeah, what standards are we using? He says we shouldn't go on those panels while he's going on those panels, and he hasn't given me a whitelist for 9 months. Which panels am I allowed to go to? Am I allowed to be on my own panel, even though I pretty much platformed and made a Porn Bomber supporter? I made a Porn Bomber supporter was on my panel, and it was you, Officer Snap. So am I allowed to be on my own panel that I'm hosting?
For journalism's sake, I don't know.
If you support pedophiles, if you support traitors, if you support criminals, if you're about that witchcraft, go fuck yourself.
I support a Porn Bomber, and that was you.
Should be ashamed of himself sitting next to pedophile link motherfuckers who brag about how they mock God, who brag about how they fucking grifting and shit.
Hey,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
The mock God. Are we talking about Jeff?
Hey, bring up that
We're talking about Jack. We're talking about Flow State. We're talking about
talk about Jeff.
We're talking about Jeff. We're talking about all of them. You dumb. You can't tell me.
For a second.
And hey, what about Cynthia the Jabbed? You're a little gangster fucking plump bitch.
What about Cynthia?
Yeah. That bitch fucking is surprised. I'm a Christian. Then when she gets bit in the fucking ass by a Baphomet fucking autistic piece of shit who fucking can't sit still, then she's like, "What the fuck happened to me? I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian." And then she goes, and now she's like so like promoted. No, these bitches are crazy. And Joe Cool, you should get Joe Cool should be ashamed of himself because
You were
I had
impersonating.
respect for
You
him.
were impersonating
No, I had
Cynthia,
respect
and that's
for
why
Joe
they
Cool
got
until
broken
he
up.
started cupcake with these
It's fucked
pedophile
up. That's
criminal
sowing,
traitor fucks.
that's sowing discord amongst
Hey,
brethren. You were impersonating
I sow
Cynthia, and
discord
you
against
caused them to
demon
have a
fucks.
falling out.
I sow discord against demon fucks like yourself.
hey,
No.
Snafu, when I first met you, I bet you don't even remember. When I first met you and Paul, you and Paul was like, Joe, you seem like a nice guy and shit. You seem like you're kind of smart. I just got one problem. How can you be over there with? Wait. Let me finish it. How can you be over there with Jack? You over there supporting that lousy so and so? We have to question if you're a man, what kind of discernment you have if you hang with Jack. I've watched both of you guys go back and forth with Jack over and over. In fact, he's fucking lives on Paul panel.
Jack a rapist. Jack is a rapist. I exposed him for a rape. The person he's been begging all of you for years. Connect me with my family. Connect me with chemo. Connect me with my ex-wife and son.
No, leaving
I
sloppy
did that.
seconds
I
isn't
brought
rape.
chemo into the scene. I brought chemo into the scene.
Leaving
And all you
chemo
guys
should be
fucking
taken
heard
for
it.
leaving the
He's
sloppy
a
seconds.
rapist. Jack's a fucking
Chemo
rapist.
should be
Not any of you guys have
thanking
called
Jack
it
for
out.
leaving the sloppy seconds for him.
Damn. And I was talking about before any of these accusations and shit. Anyway, I watched you go back and forth and be on fucking Jack's panel, you and Paul, after telling me that I should not have been
Once I
on there.
realized he was a rapist scumbag, what
Right.
did I do? I stayed
Yeah.
on him, and I haven't cupcaked.
Yeah, my point exactly. Do I have to do it when Snafu says it, or do I get to determine that?
But you don't give a fuck. You can't determine he's delusional already from day
So
one. That's
so I must-
your discernment fucked.
So
if you're gonna put me, if you're gonna put me and my country and others in danger by listening to delusional fucks, yeah, you should feel fucking responsible.
I'm telling you, you and Paul did it for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure he was just on Paul panel
Paul's a
yesterday.
fucking rapist predator too. Paul says he makes safe places for pedophiles.
Yes,
Come on.
Officer Snaps, you said you protect
None of
porn
these
bombers.
motherfuckers are even on our level, Joe Cool. These are fucking pedophile guru fucktards.
That's
Flow
not
state.
evidence.
I'm platforming a guy who says he protects porn
OPW
bombers right now. And that's you, Officer
A bunch of
Snaps.
pedophile fucking
I like to
sympathizing
keep my enemies close, so
fucktards.
let me
Who do
No,
you
I'm
think
serious.
is
They're a
going
bunch of
to?
pedophiles. Like literally, you don't remember when Flow State was completely involved with fucking doubling down with Monograph's rape video
I
of
didn't
a
see all
child
that
being
shit.
chained to a wall? Yeah, you know what?
It sounds hard to believe, to be honest.
You
It
know how many
sounds hard
people
to believe.
broadcasted that? Like,
It's hard to believe. Okay. Hank, are you gonna play anything that I sent to you on your channel? So if I send to you Monograph's video, October Rains of him preventing rape and
I'll watch
torture
what I
on a
want to
child,
watch.
you gonna play it for everyone to see?
Here's how it's going to go. I'll watch what I want to
entrapment.
watch because
No. And remember, it's written, produced, and Monograph stars in it. And you
Yes.
can't tell me because you saw
Yeah,
that
put it
shit,
in the
Joe.
private
Are you
chat.
saying
You
he
said that's
wrote?
disturbing. Even
Are
you
you
said that's disturbing.
Yeah, I know that.
Are you saying no? I've never seen it. I've never even spoken to Monograph. Are you saying he wrote, produced, and starred in a movie? Is that what
No,
you just
he
said?
he wrote, produced, and did a rape fantasy. Rape on a child.
And they turned it into a movie
And
or a
just
book
like
or
his
something?
other videos, dude, he has multiple ones out there. He has ones where he did the whole 2 girls, 1 cup thing, but with children's toys and children. Bro, the guy presents his fantasy of rape. And then when we started calling him out, you wonder why a 78,000 subscriber channel runs to Flow State? Because, they're scared of the crew and the Truthio. Because we're calling them out for predator behaviors and what they're involved in. And then Flow State doubled downs instead of saying, that's a creepy video. You're presenting rape and fantasy on a child. He double downs and embraces it. He's a pedophile sympathizing piece of shit, Joe
That
Cool.
doesn't
How about
sound
we
like
say-
Flo.
Oh, it was. Where do you think Monograph came from, you dumb fuck? Not because he was watching Flow State. Not because he was like, who's this little fucker? It's because I was exposing Monograph for the fucktard he is. I was dealing with Paul, Flow State, all these fucktards, and Monograph wants to damage control. You go watch the first time Flow State ever came on, or Monograph came on Flow State. It was all, fuck Snafu Snaps, look, I'm going to kill him. Because Monograph's a pedophile. because Monograph's a fucking pedophile. And you know what? He's been called out.
You'll be back on Paul's show tomorrow. You always tell me he's a piece of
no.
shit, and I
You haven't
always
been
see
watching
you
it.
back
Paul,
over on the panel.
Paul's done for, bro. Paul fucking admitted out of his own mouth he's making safe places for pedophiles. Paul made a statement yesterday saying, "What if I was a pedophile? What are you gonna do?" Nah, dude, we're done with guru fucktards that fucking are about that.
That's not actual
Joe.
evidence, though. That's just nothing.
It's nothing. He said it out of his own mouth. To freak, you fucking piece of shit.
He was fucking with you.
You don't fuck around like that. Who fucks around and says, "What if I was a pedophile"? Do you think I'd hear that from him?
Yeah, what are you gonna do to pussy Paul?
Are you gonna refer yourself to a pedophile, Joe? Are you gonna say, "What if I was a pedophile"?
So, Officer Snaps, I'm platform.
Who's gonna say they're gonna make safe places
at the moment?
There is no joking when you say you make safe places for pedophiles, you dumb fucks.
I platform
they're trying to get rid of you.
Supporters.
You'll try anything.
They're never gonna get rid of me. That's the point you're not learning. Do you not see Paul triggered and freaked out right now? Do you not see OTW triggered and freaked out right now? They're not. They have nothing. They're losing credibility. And see, this is where it's funny. Hank has more credibility than your dumbass to freak and Joe Cools right now.
I like Hank. I ain't got a problem with that. I like Hank.
So
our credibility has everything to do with yours.
So to show you how not afraid of you I am, I'm going to give you even more ammo. On your screen, you see a white mage, but that white mage is literally Rieka Katami dressed as a white mage. So go ahead and do your research. Find out Bible Black and come and just go ahead, tell Pussy Paul, tell Illuminati, tell everyone that I watch Bible Black. That's what I want you to do.
Bible Black.
Bible Black, yes.
All right, I'm gonna try and look for it.
How the heck does Tommy justify himself associating with you now?
Yes,
because me and Tommy is going after you, and criminals and your frauds. Tommy believes in God. I believe in God, and forgiveness is a thing. And me and Tommy showed the world that forgiveness exists. Hence, why now the zebras are okay monitoring him and being okay with, him slaying some demons.
He agreed to be monitored by you as well as work with you?
He's monitored by us, whether he likes it or not. Whether he likes it or not, he knows.
Just Tommy likes being paranoid.
Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTube channel on here, is he wore a zebra shirt exposing the pedophile optics with Mr. Beast, who's appealed to children. The Thorpes are throwing zebras up. The zebras are deep, motherfucker. All I got to say is Tommy is calling you demons out and going after you guys. And yeah, I made amends with him because you know what? If he's standing up for God, that's what it's about. Wheat and tear, motherfucker.
Yeah, but he was crying for 2 years.
I see Tommy
he was crying for 2 years about
Tommy, come on up, you mud spook. Come on up. I want to hear both you and Officer Snap's rage and then stuff. Come on up, Officer.
There is no rage. You guys are all getting destroyed for hanging out with pedophiles, criminals, frauds, traitors, and
porn
fucking
bombers.
mocking God.
Yeah,
you're actually going after Mel Pandora.
I will
for no
promote
reason.
any tactic used, including porn bombing, to get rid of these satanic channels on YouTube. And YouTube is a traitorous platform. Oh my God! Did I just say that?
Yeah.
YouTube is a traitorous platform. Oh my God! YouTube is traitorous.
What good do you think is going to come out of you going after Mel Pandora?
Strike team. She's gonna learn a lesson. That Botox lip piece of shit, bitch.
You're gonna teach her a lesson. What lesson are you gonna teach Mel Pandora?
She'll find out. She'll find out in real life and digital experience. Let's just put it that way.
So I have a question.
She's gonna find out.
How did Resto blow you out of the water today, and you have any self-esteem to even show up at Hanks?
He's a fucking skinny ass Eugenia Cooney nigger that fucking loves pedophiles. He loves pedophiles. Resto is a skinny ass Eugenia looking nigger that loves pedophiles. Excuse me, Hank and fucking Joe, but there is something called a nigger, and that's called Resto.
I don't even know what eugenic was. I didn't even know how to Google
Eugenia Cooney, just look at it. Okay, well, you know how Lindsay looks like a Holocaust survivor? That skinny? Yeah, that's what Resto. That skinny nigger, man. He looks like he'd be fucking tweaking, skinny as fuck, braided hair. He looks like
Lindsay looks like a
skinny-ass
Holocaust survivor.
Holocaust surviving nigger, man. He looks like Gina Cooney, but black. He's a fucking clown. Resto didn't do shit. OTW banned.
Dude, he blew you out so hard
OTW
today.
booted
Like,
me.
dude.
OTW, and no, you guys. Here's the deal. How come none of these panels are talking? Joe Cool, our country is fucking being destroyed right now. Our waterways are fucking up. The 50,000 strikers on strike right now. Okay, here
On
soon.
the port, we was just checking that out.
Resources and medicine. Well, how come none of them want to talk about it? You saw Paul, OTW. They just only care about drama. Same with Flow State. None of these panels give a fuck about you or the country or the world where it's going.
Yeah, the port personnel is on strike right now. It's a big
but
deal.
You know what?
Too.
None of these motherfucking channels want to talk about that, Joe Cool, except for certain ones.
Before you just
Let's talk about right now. What do you have a radio run?
Thank God, Tommy. This is why Tommy is blessed by going after you fucktards. Look at his name covering up a demon right now. Keep it right there. Station 33 is covering up the freak, the demon. Thank God. Praise the Lord.
Talking about covering up. He doesn't know anything about anything.
I don't see your icon. I don't see your face, and that's the
Christian, and you're a fake wannabe Christian.
I don't see your icon. I don't see your face, and that's a blessing.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Funny. Yeah, you're such a weeb.
Yeah, I got jokes, motherfucker.
Mel has never even spoke to you when she hates you.
Oh, good news! Officer Snaps' brother's here. Greetings, Goblin.
Oh, God, the drunk goblin?
What's
this
up,
motherfucker's
God?
a drunk piece of shit. Hey,
I
you guys
just
why do you guys push up Tommy or Goblin?
Credibility
Hey, why do you guys
again.
push up, not Tommy, but why do you guys push up fucking Goblin?
Snaps, what are you doing about the port protests and
what am I doing about the port? I'm actually telling you motherfuckers
what
what's up
are you doing about preventing weather warfare?
Alcohol, you dumb fuck.
Hey, I got my beer right here.
Hey, Gobbler. Yeah, I know you're drunk.
He's gonna lift
I'm
some
not
pallets.
drunk though. That's the difference.
You're a drunk piece of shit. We know what
You
you're
bear
about.
false witness while claiming to be a Christian.
You're a drunk piece of shit, Goblin. We know.
No, I'm not drunk, and you definitely are doing nothing.
You literally talk to yourself for hours at a time. You're a drunk fucking idiot, bro. We all witness what you're about online. It's fucking the
Bro,
truth.
I'm a real guru. I'm a real guru, not a fake one.
You're a drunk loser.
Right. And what are you doing to prevent weather warfare?
You're a drunk loser. You're a drunk
And what are you doing about the protests? About the
fucking hate.
What is you running around causing division? How is that helping our economy?
Yeah, because you want to hug a buddy,
How
fuck
is
a buddy
you
with
causing
satanic
division helping our economy?
Problems here promoting.
How are you
to hug a
helping
buddy,
our
hug a buddy with
economy?
pedophiles.
How are you helping our economy? You're
a You impersonated a woman, but you expect us not to believe that you were the porn bomber of Venus Cupcake? Give me a break.
He's done it to multiple channels.
Granny panties.
He's done it to multiple channels.
Bro. You know she's a new breed of Karen, that Venus Cupcake.
But you've done it to multiple channels. Snafu. You're a loser.
You know, Yolanda and Bex are fucking with that bitch.
You have zero credibility.
Yeah.
You are a false accuser. You are of your father, the devil. You are of your father, the devil.
And the credibility says the drunk.
So, Officer Snaps, your new best friend, King Stephen, calls himself El Diablo. Did you know that?
Well, King Stephen does his own shit. I mean, you know, he does his own shit.
But that's your boyfriend, Snafu.
Not my boyfriend. He stands against criminals, traitors,
oh, he's
frauds,
definitely your butt buddy. We already know, bro.
You guys gonna say me and Tommy are boyfriend girlfriend now because I'm supporting Tommy? Because the zebras are supporting Tommy?
Me, I'm surprised Tommy would even associate with you. That's what I'm
when
surprised
someone
at.
stands against traitors, criminals, frauds, or pedophiles, when someone stands against those who mock God, you guys all clump up.
But you mock God.
But you mock
God.
And Joe Cool should feel ashamed. Joe Coolfoot should feel ashamed for who he's been supporting, who he's been rolling around with.
Did you even apologize to Tommy for doing all
you're
that?
You're a foul ass piece
Shut up.
of shit.
Answer the question. Did you even
You're a foul
apologize
ass
to
piece
him?
of shit. Don't tell me to shut up, you fucking idiot. I'd smack the living fuck out.
He's my moderator. He can tell you
Snafu,
something.
you wouldn't do a motherfucking thing,
He's
dude.
allowed to take his stuff on my
It's
show.
about fairy
I would
tales that
smack
kids
the
listen
living
to.
shit out of
And-
you, you
and,
dumb fuck.
You wouldn't do a
And then
You want to tell me
motherfucking
to
thing.
tell me
Peter
to
Pan.
get
That's
smack
exactly
you
what
right
you
here on
are.
the internet. Tell me to do it again. I'll smack you on the internet,
Sam,
you
I
dumb fuck.
am. I mean, who?
By the way,
who
we're
Yeah,
gonna
that?
strike Mel
teabag that
Pandora.
clown.
Go strike team. Go. Hey Hank, you want to strike Mel Pandora with us?
Teabagging, Hank.
You want to join the strike team and strike Mel Pandora with us, Hank?
I told you the Justice Fund didn't make a difference. Go ahead and hear as many times as you damn well please.
Well, I guess you
No,
shaved
you
your
know
cool right
who's
out
gonna
of here.
strike Mel Pandora? You know she has fake lips. Her lips look like Mr. Potato Head lips.
You have
I think you're just jealous. I think you're jealous.
Like the Botox.
Yeah, hit
like the
that
Botox
Justice Fund.
shit.
Let me get my keyboard on so I could make this
Hey,
sound.
you shamed Joe Cool out of here. You feel better?
Yeah, Joe Cool Fudge, he should be ashamed. He's hanging out with pedophiles. He's promoting
You're an
pedophiles and trainers and frauds. He should feel ashamed.
Well, what about
Fucking
Tommy? You're hanging out with Tommy.
Fucking wannabe cop auditor who's fucking
Tommy
hanging out with
admitted that she
pedophiles
was
and trainers
17
and
or
criminals.
whatever.
But what are you doing to help our economy, Snafu?
Hit that Justice
What
Fund,
did
Officer
you?
Snaps.
Trying to rid the earth of scum like you who fucking depress our economy.
How do I depress the economy by proving you a liar?
Hey, Goblin, how'd you like the pictures of the guns I had, huh? You want to keep fucking with me, motherfucker? I'm not
Hey, you know
playing, bro.
what?
I ain't playing, motherfucker.
Hey, you know what, bro? Real ones don't show online. Real ones don't show online. They walk about it.
Empty threats, Officer Snaps.
Keep playing, Goblin. Maybe you'll come visit. Maybe I'll knock on your door. Maybe we'll come knock on your door, Goblin.
You don't want to ask? You don't want to visit me, Officer Snaps?
They're not empty threats. Ask Goblin how empty they are. Ask him how
I don't
empty
see
they
any
are.
eggs there, Officer Snaps.
Ask him and see how he's very quiet right now. He knows exactly what I'm talking
There's
about.
some eggs,
I'm
Officer
not
He knows
scared,
exactly
bro.
what time. Hey, you know
I'm
what
not
time it is,
scared
Goblin.
because I really work for God.
Exactly
Unlike
what time it is.
you,
You think I'm
I
playing,
really
motherfucker?
work for God. I ain't
You think
scared,
I'm
bro.
playing, motherfucker?
I don't give a fuck what you say. You got no credibility, bro.
Who's starting to scare me?
You got no credibility. Hey,
You guys are
real
supporting
ones
pedophiles,
already know,
racketeering
bro.
rings. You guys are
Real ones
supporting
already
criminal
know, bro.
traders and fraud. You're supporting criminal racketeering rings.
That's
Show
you.
us something scary. Show us something cool, Officer Snaps.
Yeah.
Show us something
Show us something cool. Can we see something cool? Show us something cool, Snafu. Because you've been lame as fuck for the last how many years? You washed up, bro, and you're a liar. And you support veteran fraud.
Hey, can you show
Oh,
both
yeah, that
Mel's
reminds me.
picture? Let's look at Mel's
We're hearing
picture.
that the veterans fraud was done by you.
Hey, I'm gonna.
Snafu.
Oh, now you're talking about veteran fraud.
Yeah,
huh?
Snafu supports
We're
veteran
hearing that
fraud.
it's you.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm hearing that it's you. What about that?
Oh, it's you, says
Yeah.
the freak who loves
Yeah,
pedophiles.
you've been
Freak, you're a
mentioning
pedophile
The
sympathizer.
receipts are
You've
out
been
there.
mentioning it so much. I
Hey,
decided
bro,
to
we
look
know
into
which
it.
ones of you are sympathizing with pedophiles. And at this point, Goblin, hunting season is coming soon. Oh, I
You've been
said it.
mentioning it so much. I
All
decided
right,
to
you
look
heard
into
what
it.
I
and
said,
I
you
said,
fucktard.
that.
You heard what I said, you
Bro,
fucktard.
are you
Hunting season
confused?
is coming soon.
Did this
Good
retarded
job for you.
motherfucker did he just say hunting season is coming? Shit already hit the fan, bro. Hunting season's already in effect. What are you talking about, bro? Fuck
Look
are
at
you
that.
talking about? It's been hunting season, bro.
Hunting season.
Yeah, we have actual evidence.
Yeah, DeFreak has evidence that he supports pedophiles. We know.
Show Mel Pandora
know.
like you requested, Officer Snaps.
Snafu
Yeah,
Snaps
pull up
supports
any
veteran
video
fraud.
with her fat face showing.
The
Pull up
receipts
any
are
video
out
with her
there.
fat face. I want to show you how cool her fucking Botox.
It's probably you.
Look at the Botox in her lip. She looks like a little Mr. Potato Head. Like, I
Do her in a
swear to
second.
God, she either injected the fat in
You're
her
just
ass or her
jealous
lip.
of her.
Look, and she's even promoting her lips right there. Like, she knows she has fat ass Botox lips.
So
She
you're saying
probably
you're
injected
homosexual.
them with her fucking booty fat.
That's
Like this
interesting.
bitch is something else. She
I
is
didn't know you were homosexual, Officer Snaps.
no, dude. She turns me off. This is why men turn to fucking MGTOW. Women like this.
Does King
No,
know you're
that's
homosexual?
the more divisive bullshit of yours. Snafu, how many paradigms are you still stuck in?
Good question.
You're
Yeah,
a
because
fucking
your narrative's all over the place with no credibility.
How the heck do you get booted from Paul when you're like cousins or something?
No, that's his daddy.
Like he always had your back.
Ain't that right, Snafu? What you gonna do when Snafu Crew comes and puts blowjobs all over you? Ain't that your lyrics?
Oh yeah. Let's play that. Let me go.
Yeah, play it. You guys are about to get blowjobs. You find out what kind of blow.
You're a freak, dude.
Hunting season's
Snafu,
coming.
you are a disgrace to the freak name.
Blowing going on.
Motherfucker
Blowing
sounds like Cyber still on crack.
Hey, the freak. We know you're a fucking pedophile supporter. Nothing you say really matters. You don't
That's
count,
you, man.
You don't
That's
count.
you.
Goblin don't count. I'm only here to listen to Hank.
Nobody counts except for you and you're the world.
You and
You're
Goblin are
fucking
pedophile
idiot.
sympathizing fucktards. I'm only here listening to Hank. You and Goblin are pedophile sympathizers.
You knew we were up here.
He's a fucking idiot.
I'm still here talking to Hank, not you two.
That's why your ass is getting booted off all the fucking channels that I told about your bitch ass for the last 2 years. Now all them dumbass motherfuckers gonna feel the wrath because they didn't listen. I told all of them, and now all of them are kicking you. I told that.
Hey, look at Jesse Link. Hey,
You're
Jesse
a fool.
Link also is a pedo. Hey, Jesse Link had that tranny on, that big ass fucking man, big bitch, right? Jesse Link, the fucking tranny supporting spot.
Right. Just try to discredit everyone, right? You're a fucking clown, dude.
Republicans and Democrats that just tooth and nail fighting each other. Our country is divided. All kinds of weird weather stuff is going on. Earthquakes, volcanoes, freaking the clouds, you know, the fake clouds up there, the chemtrails, everything.
Sounds paranoid.
Free speech is at jeopardy, guys.
Yeah,
America is at
paranoid.
jeopardy.
The HARP is happening right now. That
That's
200 destroying the United States. Yeah, very paranoid.
The people are starting to get their information not from these fake news outlets, but from everyone. They're getting
Right, because you're
information
not
and they're
fake
studying
news.
and researching is what we should do. I don't
Says
care if
the
you're
drunk.
religious. I don't care if
You're
you're not
drunk,
religious.
Goblin.
I don't care if
Nothing
you're
you say
I'm
matters.
not
gay,
gay.
You're a
transsexual,
drunk
whatever
pedophile
it is. The
sympathizer.
fact is there's discussions to be
Nope.
had. We all have
You're
opinions.
We all know
And
you're a
once those
pedophile
opinions are
sympathizer,
censored,
You
Goblin.
support
We know
veterans
exactly
fraud.
what you are.
And you're a
Pedophile
false
sympathizer.
witness.
We know exactly what you are,
It's
Goblin.
going to be an honor to talk to a veteran, and I guess just like you, we're going to get to know Steve.
Vote for Trump. Why is that cool? How much did they pay you?
We got fake truth here. Oh man, fake truth.
Yeah.
Look good.
See,
There's a
he
little
said he
chinny
had
chin chin,
fake
you know,
truth
just
there.
like
You
last
heard
time.
him.
You guys haven't seen that one yet. We get to talk to the big man himself, Mr. AKA Marfugel from Marfugel TV and News. Now, if you guys don't know, which, come on, you're in a hole. Mr. True, look at you. Looking crisp as always, my man. Oh, dude. I love you, man. Now, of course, we got the thumbs up. We got the thumbs up. All right, ladies, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thumbs up? No? Okay, like I said, we're ghetto fabulous here.
You're cutting out a little bit, Snap.
We're cut.
You lost
Honestly,
everything.
J-Stone78, you guys, hardcore Fugler. She's the one with the tattoo, man.
He always
That is
loses because he's
hardcore.
a fraud.
We're gonna have to. She's learning the snafu way because we're ghetto fabulous right now. Hold on, let me get this figured out. Atomic News, can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, Atomic? Okay. We the people around the world are coming together and seeing all.
You're not
kinds
the
of things.
people. You're a
And
fucking
like I
creep.
said, this guy's always hitting up news articles to Marf and them on his Twitter, and I just was stoked to know that he's starting a channel. Let me introduce you guys to Bubba News. Hey, Bubba News, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing, brother?
Oh my goodness! Look at these ladies. Now, ladies, again, they won't be able to hear you yet, but you guys look awesome.
This has been doing this for 10 minutes. Just Israel's under major attack, and the news has nothing to do.
Snafu has literally been doing this
All
shit
right,
for
guys. So,
years
homegrown USA, dude.
with zero credibility,
Right now, we're in
zero
such
facts,
crazy
zero
times
anything.
that sometimes it can get pretty dark.
And he sits right there
But
and
there's
tells
always the
you
light.
he's got fake
All
news.
are important in this time that we're in. Thank you for coming on Snafu Snaps.
It's about sharing,
Snafu
discussion,
Snaps.
getting things out. We the people So, as always, I'm Snafu Snaps, and much love.
Notice there was no truth, y'all. Because it wasn't true.
See, this was fair
The
use.
crew
The
is
whole
rolling
was literally on my panel at the time I started saying it. So if we
shit. Can we play Goblin or the Freak? Can we see how much impact
You're a
Goblin
veteran.
the Freak has made
You're a
over the
veteran
years?
charity
Let's see what the
supporter.
Freak has, and let's see how many interviews and how much impact Goblin and
You
the Freak
support
have made. How many
veteran
connections
fraud.
they've made.
Yeah,
No, let's see
You
what you guys are
support
about online.
veteran fraud, Snafu.
No. Let's see what you guys have done to change. Let's see what you guys
Out
have
of
done.
your mouth,
How
you
many
said that
interviews?
you support veteran fraud.
How many interviews have you done, Goblin?
You said that you support
How
veteran
many
fraud.
interviews have you done, Goblin?
I kept
How many
pulling
people
Ain't
have
none of
you
your
interviewed on
business.
this digital
But what I will tell you is I'm a lot more effective than you.
So
A
Judge,
lot more effective than you.
Interesting.
What's interesting is you, out of your mouth, said that you support veteran fraud.
Ooh.
Goblin, even Tommy
And if
tried
you don't
telling you.
believe it, the receipts are on my channel.
Yes, and I mix my words up. You dumb fuck. Just like your drunk
that's
ass
where
fucking
you-
said dumb shit all the time.
Oh, you mix your
I don't
words?
support
Well,
you.
I guess you better think before you speak then, you fuck nut.
Yeah, you're promoting it as I fucking support fraud, you dumb fuck.
Same thing, Dave.
So Judge, when you see this in the future, the host, the producer of videos on my panel right now, I clearly had his permission.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he's right there. He gave you permission.
Yes.
And I give permission. You can show anything on my shit. You already know.
Yes. So
You're
I
drunk,
clearly
Goblin.
have his
No one
permission.
gives-
So when we're
No
in
one
court,
gives two fucks about you, Goblin. You're
Dude,
such
do you miss the part where I'm an alcoholic? It takes a lot for me to get drunk.
Yeah,
You're an
alcoholic.
Do you not get that part? Do you not
You're a
understand that
waste-
you are
you're
a
a waste
false
of our
witness and you are an embarrassment to Christianity?
You are a waste
You are
of
an
our
embarrassment
society.
to the freak's
You're a
name.
drunk-
You're a fucking weirdo and you have
you're a
no
waste of
credibility
breath.
and you stalk people online and you're a
waste of
bitch.
breath.
And I already called you out and you don't want that smoke, bro. You do not want that smoke, bro.
And I'm not too far away from you either, by the way.
No, I ain't far
I'm
away at
smushy
all.
like a mushroom.
Hey, bro. Hey, look, I move like the wind.
so I have a question, Officer Snaps. Is Limit Tommy doing that boat trip next year since he didn't do it this year?
It's more cash, man. You already know.
I know
If you're
Tommy
helping to do anything.
Leavers in the crew will watch out. And
You
we'll
think
fucking
that Tommy's gonna join the Hebrew crew?
We will be watching out for Tommy because he's playing the
trust
demons.
and believe, bro.
He's playing the
I'll be
demons. We
watching
will watch
both
out
of
for
you.
Tommy.
I'll be
Tommy's
watching
okay
both
with
of you.
you watching over Tommy. Tommy's okay with that?
Right.
Well, actually,
you're a fucking joke, dude.
He mentioned it to you guys yesterday. He told you we all made up. He told you.
But he doesn't have the
Tommy's
receipts
with
on you that
monitoring
others do.
him, like as part of your
But
deal.
again, Tommy's doing his own thing. Tommy's exposing you demons for what his way.
Oh, I'm exposing you and him. Fuck you mean, bro?
Exposing you demons.
Tommy's allowed out.
Queen Stevens got a song. Did you need one too? Jelly?
Let's
Jelly
play it.
Monk?
Let's play
Are
it.
you
Look
drunk,
for it.
Goblin? Goblin, are you
No.
drunk?
He's drunk.
No.
And still
Yeah, I
the
think
table
you're
with your
drunk,
ass.
pal.
What does that say about you?
Goblin, you drunk dumb fuck. You need
Is that
rehab.
all you can say?
Hey, you know
I
the
don't
crew
get it.
has offered Goblin. Hey, you know the crew has offered Goblin rehab. He denies it.
And
He
you
doesn't
know
want to get.
that.
He doesn't want to get
And
healthy.
you know that I refuse
wanna
to
get
go to
healthy.
where
We've
he's
offered
going to be
Goblin
for
rehab.
eternity. I
We've offered
refuse
him
to go to
rehab.
where
He doesn't want to get
Snafu's
his life.
going for
He doesn't
eternity.
want to get his life together.
Sounds like
He doesn't
It's
want
not
to get
about
healthy.
that, bro.
He wants to
You
stay
want
a
a
drunk
motherfucker
fuck.
to bow, and I'll make
We've
you bow.
offered. Hey,
bro.
we've offered
I'll
this
make
full
you bow,
rehab.
bro.
And we
Hey,
offered this
the
full
Goblin
rehab.
King will make you get on your knees,
And
bro.
You need
doesn't wanna
truth rehab,
get
bro.
help. He doesn't
Where's
want to
truth
get help.
rehab?
Yeah, he needs
It's
rehab,
Joe.
and he knows it. He
That's not
absolutely
the
knows he
song.
needs rehab.
That's the one I just dropped on his clown ass.
Yeah, let's watch
You
this.
definitely need rehab, and you know it.
You need rehab for your fucking mind, bro.
Tommy and John, you're drunk, bro. We all witnessed you
You
talk
need
to yourself for over an hour
reindoctrination
and a half.
because
That
you
way.
clearly don't know what you say.
You're such a drunk fuck.
Tommy and
Everyone online is
Snafu
like,
are
oh yeah,
going
Goblin's a
to
drunk. Like, how do you feel that
upgrade
people
their
know you as
zebra.
a drunk? How do you feel that people know you as a drunk?
Whatever the fuck you want to call that shit, okay?
Call that shit. Look, you sound
I'm
like you're
just
on heroin
curious
right
how
now.
the hell, right? They say that they work for God, but they don't even know who the devil is. Okay?
Yeah, you're the devil.
How do you work for God and you don't even know who the devil is? All right?
Oh my god, the drunk. The
So I
drunk.
dropped the link to the verses that says in the Bible about bearing false witness. Okay?
Yep.
You go to hell for that. I'm not gonna look it
you're
up
a drunk.
for you.
That's not bearing false
But
witness.
you can
You're a fucking drunk.
understand
We all
that
know it.
these two
we all
are
know you're drunk, but
self-proclaimed Christians.
we know you're
All
drunk,
right?
and that's not bearing false
Think
witness.
about
You're
this.
drunk.
How about so discord amongst brethren when you're
Hey,
impersonating
be honest,
Cynthia?
hey, you know Goblin's a
I
drunk,
really
right?
do want you to think about this, all right?
Hey,
Because
hey,
they run
you know
around, they
Goblin's a
say that
drunk,
they
right?
know God, they say they
Yes.
work for God, all this, that, and the third, while
See, even where
pushing
hate
the
says you know you're
propaganda
drunk, Goblin.
of the Mandela effect or Alex Jones. Like, what
I
type of
gotta
shit?
go. You losers are fucking boring.
All right.
No.
Fraud, Snafu.
Maybe
I have
Tom
personally
like,
seen Snafu.
Go ahead and
run. You know what the goal is? Well over 200
Enjoy your
different
shit
YouTubers
show.
I know.
Enjoy your pedophile sympathizers.
While
to
claiming
freaking
that he
Goblin.
works for God,
Okay,
he's a
so
self-proclaimed
you
Christian.
can't vote
You
for it.
support
You probably
veteran
don't have
fraud.
the right to vote.
But he'll be the one to tell you that Mandela effect has changed scripture. No, that's false
Never
information. And
That
to
is
bear
false
false
information.
witness, as you can see on that link right there, if you say that you are a Christian, that means that you support that scripture, I would assume, right? And if you bear false witness, you literally are not with truth. You are untruthful. You are not credible. You are literally an agent of chaos,
You
and I
really
can
don't
prove
even have
this,
to
okay?
finish it. All
Look
I'm
at it
gonna
like
do is
this.
show that the Mandela
You've
did
ran
not
around and
change the
called
scripture.
well over 200 different YouTubers PDFs with no credible evidence on anyone whatsoever.
Yep.
All right. And then if you inform Snafu Snaps, the same person that says that he's out here, you know, working on behalf of God, if you say that you are a victim to any of that, then he will attack you by saying, oh, you're a Me Too victim. So it's a lose-lose situation with him, and he is here to cause all division. All right?
Yep. So
And I've given Tommy the benefit of the doubt multiple times. They all want to sit here, laugh at me, oh, because he drinks, he gets drunk, and he doesn't know anything. Well,
Still ain't
I'll
drunk.
tell you this.
Still drinking.
I'm about to prove to you that the Mandela effect has not changed scripture whatsoever. That's
Has
what I'm going
not.
to do for you. And I'm going to prove to you guys that those two YouTubers are not for the truth, while they both claim to be for the truth. All right? That's what I'm going to do for y'all. But I'm actually not able to do that on that video. I drink my beer too.
My shit's hacked, but
because this shit
I
is
got the proof.
it's on my channel.
Oh,
You can
okay.
look through all that shit, but I did not get to prove that they are fraudulent, but I can tell you how they are and you can look, but otherwise you guys gotta wait because my main device, I don't know why, but it glitched literally 20 minutes before my stream. That's why I didn't bring up those Bible verses and I dropped them in the chat explaining what it says in the Bible about bearing false witness. According to biblical scripture, you go to hell for eternity. That's what biblical scripture says.
So, well, I could produce a show, so we'll just do it now. We'll do it live. So let me put
Yeah, all you gotta do is look up KJV.
I had your link. I got your
Yeah.
link from the video chat. So
Exactly, it's right there.
So let's read them. So Proverbs 6, 16 through 19, which we already covered. 6 things doth the Lord hate. Ye 7 are abomination to him. So we actually went through that already. So Proverbs 19:5, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he shall speaketh
Shall not
lies.
be unpunished.
Yeah. So double negative, just they should be punished. So Proverbs 19:9, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish.
You know what perish means?
Unalived. That's the old English word for unalived.
This is what the Bible says, bro.
Yeah,
These
they
aren't
don't
my
read
words.
I know they don't read what's in the Bible. They tell me I'm a bad Christian. They don't even read the Bible. I'm doing a Bible study right now.
Yeah. I mean, we all come to the understanding on our own time because we're all on an individual journey, you know? But to bear false witness, that requires energy and going out of your way to do that.
Exactly.
You know?
And we keep asking Officer Snaps for, I guess, evidence for his claims, or even a
Well
white
over
list of
200,
for
bro.
He hasn't been able to provide that either. But he has no standards. Pretty much, he can do whatever he wants, and all of us just do what we're told. That's the standard.
And he's stuck in the political paradigms and different psyops, in my opinion, like the Mandela effect and you got the Mandela effect, you got the drain the swamp psyop, you know about that. And then if you look at his newer videos, he's all into all of those psyops. Like, but we're crazy, right?
And he looks like the swamp creature. Just you just look at him, it looks like a damn swamp creature.
That movie, The Swamp Thing, or Swamp Thing. That's what he looks like.
It's just his credibility is out of the window. And Tommy's riding a fine line with his credibility regarding Christianity as well.
No, he's in the garbage heap already. Little Tommy's in the garbage heap.
Yep.
Maybe.
The thing is, they all have the opportunity to turn to the truth.
No, truth is just a feeling, so I want them to stick to the facts instead.
Well, yeah, exactly. They have they have the option to turn away from their wicked ways. Let's say it like that.
Yeah. But if they continue with it, well, I could probably go lower than you can, so I'm fine either way.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna at least if they're gonna go the bad route, at least put some better effort into it, because what you brought to me today was this weak sauce. I got blown out harder on Discord. This is this weak sauce today. King Steven, a little bit Tommy, you didn't even come up on here. He even tried to mock spook me. And Officer Snaps.
They don't want the smoke, bro. They don't want the smoke. You already know what it is. Ha ha.
Yeah.
I can't believe Tommy would even associate again with Snafu after like those long hard years of him trying to dig out the hole. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Accusing him of being a PDF for over 2 years or around 2 years, and then you're gonna turn around and admit that Snafu is the one that's been porn bombing all these channels, and then you're gonna turn around and say that you want to work with him.
Yeah, they don't have standards. They don't have standards.
And how about Proverbs 6:19, where it says, and sowing discord among brethren? Well, that's what he's doing when he impersonates Cynthia in Jeff's back chat and basically causes them to have a complete falling out. That's called sowing discord amongst brethren. The Lord, it says,
exactly.
The Lord
it's pure division.
The Lord hates that. He hates you.
Exactly. Exactly. Because that's pure division. And that's not how the Creator works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, that's TOS violation, impersonation, by the way.
Yeah. But to be fair, I'm probably doing the same thing. You can interpret them so in Discord, but I'm only doing it among the incredulous people. So it should. I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's good too because you're not a hypocrite and you're not, you're not falsely accusing people like he does.
When you have an honest debate, which is what Hank is into, that actually is still to bring enlightenment to both ends of the spectrum. You know what I mean?
It's justice or whatever you want to call it. You know?
Yeah. It's
judgment.
righteous division.
Yeah, I don't have
not
to
doing anything of the sort unless he's totally insane.
Yeah, I don't have to make accusations to tell on themselves. Officer Snap on my last show said that he protects porn bombers.
He is one. What the fuck?
Yeah, he protects himself apparently.
Minimum, he protects them. That could have been it could have been Snafu with some crew that porn bombed Tommy that one time. The guy was jerking off on his channel for like a half hour straight, almost. Seemed like.
Yeah, there was another one where Tommy had a pooper. But the thing is, I think Tommy false flagged himself. I'm going to be honest. I think Tommy false flagged himself with that one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't handle Hank's heat or whatever, probably.
Yeah. That's why we joined the Keystone Cop crew. If he's going to false flag himself with a porn bomb when he's pressed.
I just don't know why he would work with his entire opposition, allegedly.
Well, hopefully Tommy's just pulling a secret agent thing. He's going to betray Officer Snaps and get rid of him. I'm going to be honest. I don't trust Tommy to follow through with any of that. He's serious down with the Keystone Cop crew. That's my bet because their values are similar. They both want to be cult leaders.
What I will give Tommy is he knows more scripture than Snafu.
He probably knows more than me, but it doesn't mean he's living by it or anything.
Well, look, there's a dualistic realm that we reside in currently. And so, even Shaitan knows scripture.
Right, but Tommy is talking. He knows the book. He knows the letter of the word, but he doesn't know anything about the spirit of the Lord.
And that's what it comes down to.
That's what it comes down to, in the heart. So when Tommy's talking about apart from me, I never knew you, that's him.
Yeah. And he also has a bad habit of censoring people in his chat and then chooses when he wants to let people up and not let people up. And it's all for a controlled narrative of his desires.
Yeah.
And it's pretty soft.
Well, as a host, he has a privilege to do that, but he's a total mod spook about it.
I used to admire him. I thought he was a great troll. Now he's. I mean, it's sad. It's just sad.
He's pathetic. He's a weak troll. I'm a better troll than Illuma Tommy is.
Definitely, Tommy fell off the wagon.
I mean, look, Tommy came to my channel. He came over here.
I mean, he's associated with Snafu after the guy supposedly, quote unquote, like ruined his life and stuff. It's like, what the hell's going on? And Snafu doesn't care. Snafu just said that Tommy doesn't care that Snafu watches over him. Like, how does that make any sense?
Oh, I'll explain to you. It means Officer Snaps is Illuma Tommy's daddy now. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, and we still know who Snaps' daddy is. He tells us all the time.
Pussy Paul.
You got it. That's you, Snafu. Yeah, they're definitely disinformant agents. Well, definitely Snafu and his crew, the whole 2 or 3 of them. And I wouldn't like to see Tommy go down that fucking stupid path because he knows better. He knows better. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. So let me name all the known Keystone Cop crew members. So of course, Officer Snaps is the police chief. Then we have his vice captain, Lena, who runs his panel for him because he doesn't have a desktop to do it. Then we
It
have.
already sounds ridiculous, but you're telling the truth.
I thought he
Yeah.
said that he denied that she worked for him anymore or something. Or is that? Maybe
No,
I'm
she
wrong.
didn't. She didn't. I didn't. I don't recall her denying that.
He flopped on Tarek. That was a disgrace this morning.
Well,
Fuck.
well, Tarek's still in there. Tarek's in the Keystone Cop crew still. He's the good cop to Officer Staff's bad cop. Then we have the newest couple of additions, King Stephen.
Queen Stephen.
Yeah. Well, I think his name is insulting enough. The King Stephen, the king with no treasury. And no clothes either. He's no treasury. He says he never wears clothes while he's on panel, which is, I think that's kind of stupid.
That's odd.
Yeah, but he's the emperor of no clothes, so okay, he has that going for him. And then in the newest edition, that I guess what do you call it? This I forgot the clever term for it.
You got Pew XW, Pew, fucking rotten. You know,
Yeah.
she's fraudulent. She plays both sides. She'll lure you in. And, you know, I played her game for a long time, allowed her to do her thing, slander the shit out of hella people, and then back out into her own corner, right?
Yeah, I don't know her. The newest edition is Illumitami.
And then you got Timo, the Australian that hates Americans and wants to be American. You know, it's a fucking joke, dude. It's a joke.
Yes, and I guess I'm the chairman. Me, because I platformed the porn bomber himself. I platformed Officer Snaps on my panel, so I'm linked to Officer Snaps directly.
Yeah,
I even have a zebra in my headline, so I think I'm part of the Keystone Cop crew. I guess I'm the secret secret funder guy, whatever it's called. The chairman. That call me so. I'm the chairman of the Keystone Cop crew. So ultimately, they follow my orders anyways. Yeah, I'm the chairman.
It's entrapment membership.
Not chairman. I'm the chairman.
Okay.
So I sit on the chair. Then they just do stupid stuff, and I say,
Hey, DeFreak, let me ask you a real question, DeFreak.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you were a YouTuber, had your own channel, did panels, this, that, and the third, and you literally had well over at least 200 YouTubers that know that you're fraudulent and you are slanderous? How would that make you feel spiritually?
Unless I was totally insane, I would probably have to look in the mirror.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah. And what's funny, well, not funny, it's weird, is that he was totally roasted on OTW today, like down to the very last, like he was blasted off the face of the earth. So
I know.
Did you see that over here at all?
I didn't see that part. I pretty much I watched King Steve. How I know about it is I was watching King Steve and watching Cynthia, and someone in King Steven's chat said something about Tarek getting roasted. No, it was Cynthia's chat.
Well over 4 or 5 people slayed Snafu this morning. You got it was JG did it, Mel did it, Resto, Tarek. I mean,
Resto really just like, oh man, it was like a I don't know.
Resto came to the buck, man. I got nothing but respect for that man.
So here's the issue. He keeps coming back for more and more, so that's not his weakness.
He must be totally insane.
And then he tried to basically metaversally hijack OTW for receiving donations to get his ass booted. And he's basically, oh, throw me something, otherwise, you know, you're not getting it no more. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, he'll take credit for that tomorrow. Watch.
Yeah, he's desperate to get money. He doesn't have money. And that's my point.
It's insanity.
Yeah. King Steven, Officer Snaps, Louis Tommy, they don't have the liquidity to burn 20 USD. Oh, that goes to Pussy Paul too. They don't have the liquidity to burn 20 USD like it's no problem.
I don't think Paul's
runs about
Paul's run's about done too, and I know a lot of people may see this might be like, oh well, that means you were behind Paul's back talking shit. Nope, absolutely not. I'll tell Paul. I believe that his run is about done. He had a good run regarding, his whole Sov thing, and I agree with a lot of it. But you can only run that script for so long, and then if you ain't got nothing,
I think
Goblin throws. I thought.
Okay.
It's not like he couldn't have an actual job. I mean, he could try to go to open mic nights with O'Shea and get some traction that way.
That's funny. It's really funny. That'd be funny.
it's just if you get to that type of level to where you're pushing this ideology, which is respectable, reserve yourself instead of recycling all your subscribers because you're ruining your credibility. You're overdoing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Possibly,
so Officer Snap says, "You guys realize, you guys realize you have to watching." So
one of them
is
you.
mostly Keystone Cop crew. Here's the issue with it, Officer Snaps. I wouldn't trust that number. I don't trust the number, and you shouldn't either, because I'm pretty much wasting YouTube's resources by using all this data. So they want me to end this as soon as possible, but I know damn well more than 2 people are watching because I have more than 2 people on panel today.
And not only that, but the residual.
They do play the shadow ban game.
It's not about the live; it's about the evidence.
That is a real thing. It gets overused. A lot of people claim they are, but it's not that. It's when you use certain phrases and words is when they actually do it. I've noticed that because there's even specific religious things that I spoke about, and I was not. They didn't give me my views, my likes, my comments, nothing. And I knew 100% that they were there. 100%.
So I don't trust the number. I mean, the notifications work just fine because all kinds of people manage to find their way here anyways. So
it doesn't matter who's watching now; it's who's going to be watching later.
And you're still a smaller channel, at least on YouTube. So I mean, they probably don't have an actual profile on you yet, and it's crazy to say that, but that's what it is. They profile everyone.
Yeah, and I'm probably going
because he's going after Mel. Like he's never even spoke to her, but she knows how about him, and then he's going to go after her when he saw everyone basically rally around her, and he's going to do it anyway. I bet. Watch.
Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, am I spinning? I don't know what's going on. My shit's going in and out.
You froze for a bit, but you're back right now. But yeah, YouTube doesn't have a profile. I'm probably going to try to load live streams, but I got to re-live stream to other places just to make myself even more resistant to the Keystone Cop crew, even though I'm really not afraid of them. Maybe someone with the case will actually get to me, but they don't have a case. And if Officer Snaps wants to file copyright over me playing this video with his permission, I'll see you in court.
The newest one, he's claiming he's gonna talk to some people about nubs.
So what?
That's just a hardworking man, dude, taking care of himself and his family.
So what? He said he was gonna talk to my caretakers about me to keep me offline, and when is that gonna happen, Officer Snaps? I mean, I'm on live right now. You had like 6 months.
And
yeah, he's on Huff.
And I'm hearing that he was part of that Veterans Fund fraud that he keeps mentioning. He kept mentioning it, and it's like, well, what the hell is he talking about? So
I don't know if you can hear me, but my shit's spinning, so I'm gonna jump down.
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Well, yeah, but it's going in and out. My signal's fucked up. I'm gonna jump down, man. I just want to come show some love. Sorry, I had to be over Snafu, but I'm on his ass. You know.
All right, Yeah, I could probably wind down the show. I got enough content. I'll go hunt for more Discord people tomorrow.
All right, y'all, take it easy. And the freak, hit me up on X, man. I sent you a friend request.
Okay. Yeah. Staffu's in bad shape. Like, I don't know if he's just unaware of his like not self-aware at all, but literally Mel is like the nicest lady on panel host, and she was already like heard about this guy and was all over him and literally hates him because she knows about his reputation, and he's still gonna go after her, whatever, call her big lipped, whatever stupid thing he's gonna do. And the whole internet will rally around her and shit on him, and he just doesn't. He either doesn't care or he thinks he's got some kind of business doing anything like that. It just makes no sense, man. You should maybe find a whole nother group to go basically harass, which is what you're doing. But the thing is, you've hurt a lot of people. You've hurt their name, you've hurt their reputation, you've hurt their channel, you hurt their income, you've hurt them emotionally. And just Proverbs 6:16 through 19, man. You've sown discord amongst brethren. We talked about when you impersonated Cynthia, and you talked that shit to Jeff, and then Jeff went off, and then Cynthia went off. And I'm sure that was like the greatest moment of your troll career, but you're still hated by God for doing it. I mean, you're not in good shape, man. So call me whatever you want, call me nothing, whatever. It doesn't matter, because I'm just speaking into what God says and where you're at, and whatever. That's all I got, Hank.
Excellent. Guess I'll go. So looks like I got a lot of stuff done. I got SovCits covered, Presups covered, Peekaboo champs. I think I didn't get any of the Peekaboo champs today. Record companies covered. But I mean, off of the snaps, it seems like you don't have any standards. It's just do what you say, and I have no good reason to. But for some reason, Illuminati has a good reason to. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So, I mean, you need to just write some stuff down. I need to write this down because your explanations aren't very good. Maybe I'm retarded, but I mean, the freak doesn't understand. Joe Cool doesn't understand. In fact, I doubt that Luke Tommy actually understands. I need to go back and watch, but I doubt he can articulate why he joined the Keystone Cop crew after you accused him of being a pogo, while you are protecting porn bombers. So this isn't making much sense. So let's end this for now. See you later.